It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
In order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
I go into her room, and there are panties on the floor.
Oh, you're getting creepy.
I had to pick up the panties and put them on.
I can't believe he said that.
You know something.
Opie and Anthony.
Catch shovel baseball. Oh, nice. Whoa,
that was bad.
Hey.
I didn't hit him hard enough.
Oh. Opie and Anthony.
Terry Schiavo, I loved you in The Grudge. Will you be doing more voiceover work?
This is the worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's. That was a horrific sight, huh? It's Opie and Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
We come into the studio, getting ready to broadcast. We turn on Jill TV, which is, Channel 11 here in New York City?
Yeah, expecting to see some Jill sexiness.
I think it's like local news, but who can tell these days? We turn on the TV, and there's like a bunch of guys in underpants.
In their tighty whities.
That's a hell of a way to wake up in the morning.
And they were they all looked like they were from one of those boxes of underwear you see in the stores. What brands are those?
Calvin Klein.
Like Calvin Klein.
I just need underpants.
I
don't want to be looking at male models nude on the box. I just need underpants.
You got to bring the boxes up to the register and go, I like these.
I decided that I will look just as good as this hot guy.
And could you put it in a big paper bag that I have to carry around with a guy that's half nude on it?
Yeah, make sure you put it in the homoerotic bag as I walk around the mall for another hour.
Hell is that?
Just give me underpants.
Yeah, there's the bags. What store does that with the... With it's a bag.
Abercrombie and Fitch has the homoerotic bag.
With the homoerotic bag. Why doesn't Victoria's Secret just have topless women on their bags so you can walk through the mall and get a little shot of that?
Yeah. But I guess,
of course not.
What is it, Fashion Week in New York or something?
It must be because the papers are just full of waif-like whores.
Yeah. And Anthony made a great comment. We turn on Jill TV, you got, no joke, like 24 guys in tiny, tiny underpants. And that's it. And some dopey reporter out there getting kissed by the guys.
Yeah.
And Anthony said that you have to,
you pretty much have to be gay to have that physique.
Right. Well, he said it a little differently before we started broadcasting.
I know the rules.
You basically said you have to a lot of
right
to look like that.
That's what I said. You gotta show me with your mouth. You gotta.
Right.
Who else has time?
Yeah, I got underpants. It looks like like you used shoe shine rags.
Ew.
And I want to go in the mall and just like replace my underpants, but I don't want to go through the whole homoerotic adventure that they put you on.
The rigmarole.
Right. Where's the underpants? Oh, they're in the back on display.
You have to go, now you got to look for your size and the style that you want. So just stare at nude men.
Right.
And see how that works for you. It used to just be you pick up a bag of Fruit of the Looms.
And that's all I want. You just can't find them. They have that buried somewhere.
And I have grown a bit.
Right.
In my I'm not talking literally here as far as that. It's always been the same great size that I have. But I've grown to the point where maybe I don't want the same brand of underwear I wore when I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
So I want maybe some nice underwear but you can't buy it. We've talked about this before. You just can't buy it. You have to have your girl go in and buy that.
I picture that you want just very little material on the sides.
What? Is that? I might be wearing those today. Let me see what I'm wearing.
Oh, God.
Oh, here they are. Here's what I got on today.
Let me see.
I have on Polo by Ralph Lauren.
Ooh.
Those are
Jimmy,
my,
what kind of underpants you got on?
Undies today.
I honestly, they might have a little
A little stain? What are you talking about? Calvin Klein.
All right.
See, everyone's wearing...
Sorry to trump you boys, but I'm wearing Lindsay's brother's Tommy Hilfiger underpants.
You're wearing your girl's brother's...
I swear to God, it creeps her out every time.
Why would you wear his underwear?
Well, he left them over the joint.
Yeah.
And it made it into the wash. Made it into my underpants pile.
Underpants.
And when I get down to like laundry day, I don't have many options left. I just so happen to put these on.
Dude.
It's either that or like, freestyle.
Freestyle.
Or free whatever they say. Yeah.
I could never wear another man's underwear.
Why? Whatever. What's
I
the
don't
big
know.
deal, man?
Because I would just know.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't.
It's my girlfriend's brother's underpants.
Oh.
It does creep her out, though.
I could not wear another guy's underwear. I don't know how you could do that.
Dude, it's I'm down to nothing here. I got like 3 huge things of laundry I gotta get done.
Oh God!
See, at least I'm being honest about it. I could have just said these are my Tommy Hilfiger.
You know what? You know what? I would go out with no underwear and go to like across the street and buy a package of underwear.
Yeah.
Go into the bathroom, put it on. Because wearing another man's underwear, that doesn't matter how many times it's been washed. You're pretty much junk to junk by proxy.
Oh God!
It is.
I don't say it's homoerotic. I just think it's all. I just can't do. Like, how many times did he had the flu wearing those?
Oh, yeah.
How many times after a drinking bender did he sneeze a little harder than he intended to?
All right, well, that's how we start today's show. Phone number 877-212-ONA. A bit tired. I went out to Long Island for my brother's rehearsal dinner last night. He's getting married Sunday.
But the traffic must have taken 20, 25 minutes.
For the rest of the country, I had an hour. I know. I had an hour. I had an hour ride ahead of me. I left at 2:45. I arrived where my brother's going to get married at 6 o'clock. Do the math. Yes, that would be close to 3 hours.
3
a little over
hours.
3 hours.
3 enraging hours.
3
is
hours.
what that amounts to.
My jaw is twitching when you left at 2:15. My jaw shifted to the left.
You just want to start killing people.
And that's why I don't acknowledge politicians whatsoever. Yeah, I'll fool around with it a little bit on the air and go, maybe this guy's a little better than this guy, but they're all you-know-whats. Because you go out to, Long Island, this is my ride, and everyone else has their own ride, which has its own problems. And the Long Island Expressway, not one politician sees that there's a major problem there that they need to fix.
Yeah.
But they're too busy going after violent video games and all these other dumb little things.
Yeah,
these real issues
marks
will never get better.
I don't know what else they could do about it. Like at this point, there's nothing.
All right, so what are we supposed to do? Just go, there's nothing we can do. Just leave it as is.
We've been doing that on Long Island for years. Ever since I know anybody.
You shouldn't leave at 2:30 in the morning from the city to Long Island and get stuck in 3 hours of traffic.
3 hours. Wow.
And there was no construction delays. They even have that figured out where there's not much shoulder room to get by. You can't even do that. You can't even risk a ticket by riding the shoulder.
What about the HOV lane?
Dude, the 3 hours that I just told you?
Yeah.
It would have been 4 minimum, maybe 5 if I didn't hit the HOV lane. Eventually, that's the problem.
See,
You have to go, I don't know how many miles before you get to the HOV. Then you get in that, and then you're tooling by everybody else going 70, 75 miles an hour while they're bumper to bumper.
Do you pay attention to the lines on the HOV lane where you're supposed to come in and out?
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't.
No, I'll go.
I swear to you, if I'm behind some old codger in the HOV lane doing 45 miles an hour, which, by the way, that should be grounds for murder. You should be able to kill someone. How can you drive in the HOV lane and see nothing but horizon in front of you, look behind you and see cars 3 inches from your bumper in a parade, and not go, perhaps I'm the problem here?
Yeah.
You're effing up everyone's day.
Yeah.
So I whip right around them, and I will cut in so close that I have a fantasy of seeing them hit that cement barrier in my mirror, and I would be so long gone.
Yeah.
I am an offensive driver.
People around the country think they know bad traffic. I'm sure all of you have awful traffic. LA stinks. A lot of places stink.
You're talking to Boston this morning. They got their issues
Horrendous.
up there, man.
Worst I've ever hit, and I've been everywhere in the country. Long Island. The LIE
is a major problem.
I almost cried one time.
Yeah.
Pull over and wept.
Yeah.
Boston has its problems. I lived in that area. I know what the traffic was like up there. Boston has its problems because their roads stink. That hub system is ridiculous. They had to revamp the roads, but it's not to the extent of length. You will not be on a road for that long sitting in that much traffic. You can't sit in 3 hours of traffic in the Boston area. Yeah, you can if something happens. I understand that. But on a consistent basis, you're not doing that. There just isn't enough miles of road.
Yeah.
When you're in New York City and then you go out to Long Island, you are screwed for hours and miles and miles. Now you're talking 50 miles of traffic.
And you got to understand, on the other side of Manhattan is Jersey, obviously.
Yeah, that's another nightmare.
But it's not that bad.
When you're trying to get through the tunnels and
Well, the
stuff
tunnel's a nightmare, but as soon as you get on the other side, it's not that bad. You got to do the same thing to get to the Long Island Expressway, right? And I'm from Long Island originally, and everyone knows that for the most part. And there are times I want to leave on a Saturday morning, like I had a long week of doing radio or whatever, and I just want to go out and see my family. I'll leave on a Saturday around noon, 11:30. Same crap.
Yeah.
Maybe not 3 hours, but 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it should be less than an hour ride at that point.
No rhyme
And the
or reason
politicians don't even acknowledge this crap is going on. It's just business as usual, and they'll go after, like I said, the dumbest things. You'll see them pop up on the news. It's like, we got real issues. Well, why don't you take on that? Take on making the LIE, easier. You want to talk about stress and people dying. They talk about violent video games and it's killing our kids and it's causing this and that. You just imagine what sitting in 3 hours of traffic causes.
Dude, I got to tell you,
how many guys have died?
With you.
How many guys have dropped dead of heart attacks because they're stressed out on that damn road?
I got to disagree with you, though.
Why?
Because I can't see the politicians doing anything. From years of driving, I know what the problem is. It's morons. People they're effing stupid. They don't know. If there's a cop that has a guy pulled over on the side of the road, you're screwed for an hour of traffic. Because why? Someone wants to step on the brake. And God help the idiot that steps on. If I see brake lights, when there's a cop pulling a guy over, if the guy in front of me steps on his brake lights, beep! I am on the horn, on his ass, flipping him off, calling him a vulture. Even an accident. I don't care. If you could get a fleeting glimpse at your friggin' accident, you want to entertain me, you want to see some blood, that's fine. Do it at 65 miles an hour at least.
Yeah.
Don't slow down. Unless you're a doctor and you're going to stop and start breathing into someone's mouth, keep moving.
There is a volume problem, though, too. There's just a ridiculous amount of cars
Get
on
them
that
all
road.
moving.
And
Get them all moving.
And here's a little something down the road. I want to move back to Long Island. I want a house in the suburbs. You know what? We're not going to do it because of that effing traffic problem.
I'll move to Nassau County.
Or Jersey. Or Westchester.
I'm probably going to do Jersey because you can't.
Ugh.
You'll drive yourself freaking nuts
Nothing against
driving
Jersey,
home every day.
Ugh.
Dude, Jersey
rocks.
No. Oh, shut up with your stupid jug handle left turns. Let me make a left-hand turn for frig's sake. I got to drive around in Jersey. Oh, we got to make a left. Oh, I got to go 3 miles to the jug handle because they can't trust people to make left turns. What's the matter in Jersey? They just turn left and someone broadsides them? Get off at the jug handle. What the hell is that?
I've never heard of a jug handle.
Oh, dude, it's when you got to take the off ramp.
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I didn't know it was called a jug handle.
A jug handle because on a map it looks like a little jug handle.
I thought it was a rotary.
Oh, no, the rotaries are another thing.
That's in Boston.
Go around the rotary.
In Massachusetts.
Who has the right of way? It's the guy in the rotary. Oh, not when I'm driving.
Loves their rotary. And Jersey loves their what?
Their jug handles.
Their jug handles.
They can't just make a left. Make a left, Jersey.
A jug handle. That's great.
Ugh. My motto, I swear, it's just get out of my way.
Right.
Get the hell out of my way. No one is driving faster than me, so don't even try. That's driving to work in the morning. There's not much traffic at all. I love it. I could do 85, 90 miles an hour. But here's this problem now. Even at that hour. Someone's in the left lane. They're doing 65, let's say. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to get on his ass and make a move. He's in the left lane. He's going over the speed limit. I'm fine. I'll go over into the middle lane and goose it and go around him. Sometimes people feel compelled to go, you ain't passing me, and speed up to like 70. And I'm going, dude, don't even try. I'll go to 110 just to make a point. I'll go to 110 miles an hour, and now you're the idiot behind me because you're not going to stop me from getting into the left lane and continuing my journey.
You're not the fastest on the road, though.
I am absolutely the fastest person on the road every morning. No one passes
faster
me.
than than the Ninja motorcycle guys?
I pass the Ninja motorcycle guys.
You
they don't go that fast in the morning.
Those Ninja motorcycle guys, where all of a sudden they're bored, so they start doing wheelies at 80 miles an hour next to you.
In the afternoon.
How great is that? Those guys, man.
I like where they weave in and out of traffic. That's good.
Like they're playing a video game.
But at that hour, I've passed some monster cars.
Yeah.
Because, you got to step on the gas pedal.
Yeah, all right.
And that's me. I gotta be in the clear. I don't like people in front of me because they're never going to go as fast as I want to go. Get out of my way.
Can I point out that your motto, get out of my way, is not a very nice motto?
It's not, I didn't say it's a nice motto. It's mine, though.
We're so self-destructive, and Jimmy's trying to keep us like, normal or whatever. Because he talks about speed, and I'll sit there like, yeah, all right, I like this. It gets my adrenaline pumping.
I had some guy the other morning cut in front of me as I was wailing up the middle lane. He cuts in front of me. I lock up the wheels. I have anti-lock braking and locked the wheels up and then kind of drifted into the right lane. It was a move as if I was glancing at a rest stop sign coming up.
Right.
It just kind of went, boop. My pulse rate didn't go over 65. I was that I could care less about this guy if he goes into the wall. I know I was fine.
Yeah.
But they panic.
Yeah.
Like people panic on the road. You ever see two cars when they're both changing lanes from the right lane and the left lane, and they both want to get into the middle lane at once? It happens. If you're looking and you see a guy come over, you can gently get back into your lane. I've seen people make moves that it's like a child is in the middle of the street. They cut the wheel. He's trying to come in the same lane. Gently go back where you were. And then figure it out.
You mentioned anti-lock brakes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time that you had a car with anti-lock brakes?
That scared the crap out of you because your pedal?
Right. All of a sudden you push them and go, oh, no, I don't have any brakes.
Your pedal's going...
Maybe they should teach you, how to use those things before you pull out of the car dealership.
Now your pedal might jiggle and shake.
Right. I remember the first time I had a jam on the brakes. I'm like, oh, great, I have no brakes.
Oh, it's infuriating around here. And like Jim said, other cities have their traffic, but believe me, to us, it's cute.
Yeah,
It's cute.
Long Island is a nightmare. So I'm a bit tired because it was 3 hours out. Then I got to tell you what happened at the rehearsal dinner. And then I'm calling Aunt in the middle of the night going, hey, man, I'm going to be late today. This is, I'm leaving St. James at 10 o'clock at night. That's insane when you get up at 4:30 in the
Good luck
morning.
to you.
Can I ask you a question? Why didn't you just take a train out and then get a car to come back?
I should have.
It'd be easier for you.
I really thought at 2:30, stupid me, that how bad could the traffic be? It's a couple hours before rush
sure.
hour. You're right, Jimmy, because that's exactly what I said when I was in bumper-to-bumper traffic. I turned to Lindsay. I go, wow, maybe we should have taken a train.
Rush hour is truly all the time.
Yeah.
I was driving down 25A in up there by Glen Cove.
Yeah.
And saw a wreck on the side of the road where it was fresh wreck. I think someone was still in a car. There were people laying out on the grass. One guy had his head, between his knees and his hand on his head. I couldn't get past this fast enough, and I wailed on the horn at somebody in front of me that stepped on the brakes. Why are you stopping? Why? What, is that entertainment?
Yeah.
Is it? You could take a glimpse at what's going on, but why should it affect everybody trying to get to where they're going?
You're completely right, and I've done it. But the view on that, we really are. It's savage. People just look because it's an instinct to look at something in your species that is wrecked. But people just look. They don't mean it to. I understand.
You're the guy that doesn't look. Come on, Ant.
Everyone
looks.
I don't slow down either.
Dude, I look at about 65 miles an hour. And if I can, sometimes on purpose, I don't look. Because I don't care. I'm looking at the person in front of me going, don't you look.
Right.
Don't you effing look. Because my hand is on the horn and my finger is ready to go up. And God forbid you are not of my ilk, because I will yell something out at you.
That points it out.
You ever tell your co-pilot, you're like, all right, look, I need details. Give me all the details as we go by.
What happened? I yell out who's driving the car that's screwing up too. As I'm driving and someone's gone, I go, wait till I get past them, and I look over and go, oh, figures, blank. And there's 8 different variations that it could be, but it's always the same.
When Ant and I
used the same 8.
When Anthony and I used to drive back to Long Island back in the day, we would carpool because we lived very close to each other. They're trying to get stereotyping out of society. We used to play all sorts of stereotyping games on the road, pretty much what Ant just said. But remember, we would depending on the car that we're about to pass.
If you see a white van
we would guess,
full of spray-painted symbols you can't recognize,
right?
You know that it's coming from probably a delivery from Chinatown, perhaps.
It kept us entertained, though. Every car we passed, we would guess, all right, who's driving? Is it a black guy? Is it a Hispanic? Is it a soccer mom? Is it an older Jewish gentleman?
Yeah.
Is it some dude in his white dude in his work truck? I mean, and we nailed it almost every single time.
If you see a pickup truck with a number 8 and a number 3
black
on
guy.
either side, yeah, of course,
black
yeah,
guy.
Sure.
That one very very obvious.
There's just gonna be some hillbilly in there. Goddamn Dale Earnhardt and Dale Jr.
All right, we got to take a break, so we're just getting started. Are they going to cook this food, or is it going to just sit there?
Oh.
All right, let's go. We're hungry.
The palm is here today, right?
What's going on, Kenny? Is the food just going to sit there?
You're going to be amazed at the food that the Palm restaurant brought. There's lobster tails and steak and eggs.
Is it cook it yourself?
No, it's pre-cooked.
Is it cook it yourself? Exactly.
The lobster's going to commit suicide?
When am I going to be amazed? When lunch comes around? Let's go.
No, I'll serve it to you. I was waiting for the break.
Let's go already.
Yeah.
All right.
The publicist is here waiting for his plug, though, so why don't we give it to him and kick him out?
No, we'll give them their plug when we taste their goodness.
Wonderfulness.
Right, exactly.
But the Palm is terrific. I recommend it highly.
All right.
And I don't have an anger problem, Jay.
Yes, you do. What?
Jackass.
All right, why don't we take a break?
Maybe a little.
Is Tom alive? Is Tom alive Friday?
Oh, it's Friday.
Is Tom alive Friday? We haven't heard from him in 2 weeks because we've been on vacation.
I'd miss him.
Is Tom alive? We'll find out hopefully later today. It's Opie and Anthony. My God. We're eating like cavemen this morning.
Oh.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Good
Phone number,
stuff.
877-212-O&A. What is it, the Palm Restaurant?
Yeah.
Is this okay to plug? Is Tom going to come running in here and shake us down for some shekels?
Shekels.
Palm West brought the breakfast for the show this morning. They're located at 250 West 50th Street.
Go down there. Oh, my God.
They're continuing their summer lobster specials into September. 5-pound lobster dinner for $2. What?
What?
Dinner for $2. Oh, okay.
$2. All of our listeners are going to show up. $2 lobster.
Palm West here in New York City. Lobster tails as big as, I don't know.
Big as your head.
Pretty much. Our whole freaking arm. Not like from the elbow all the way up.
How do I get this out of the claw, though? I don't know how to get
Oh, you got to rip it apart.
Get a mallet.
That's what I did. I got a claw the size of like... Which Godzilla movie was that where he fought that giant lobster thing? It's that big.
Yeah.
Godzilla
giant.
versus the surf and turf.
Dan, check out the instant feedback. Someone is saying it's the story of the day.
Damn.
Check out what Scott from Hot Pog's got for the show today, all right? What was I going to say there? Oh, yeah. Instant song parody time.
What Tom is saying something from Howard Beach. He was behind me once.
Yeah?
On the phone?
All right, here we go. Here's Tom. What's up, Tom?
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, man.
How you doing, man? I was on 57th Street, West 57th Street, coming home from work one day, and you were coming out of a building going into your Escalade.
Yeah.
I was right behind you the whole time, and then following you was like following an ambulance to an emergency.
But instead of a siren, it's racial epithets.
I wanted to get alongside you and just give you a shout, but I was like, the hell with this. I'm getting through traffic good.
Yeah.
And I just kept right behind you.
Yeah.
I feel your pain, man, with these, I mean...
When you see Anthony coming, it's like when you see, a cop... it's bumper to bumper traffic.
Get
and you
out
see
of the
that,
way.
No, you see the cop and you get behind the cop and you're like, this is my lucky day.
Yeah, that's what people do. They get behind me.
Yeah, that's great.
That was you that day.
Very good, Tom. Thank you.
All right, man.
Hey, it's instant song parody time. Here's Dave in New Jersey. New bit. Instant song parody. Ooh, yeah.
I'm skidding.
Yeah, he likes to hear the engine roar. 500 horsepower, he outruns the police. Looked him in the eye, asked, do you like speed? And said, yeah. He might speed up to 125. A video games where he learned to drive. Meadowbrook Parkway, glass of wine, and can't drive 105. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't drive 105. And can't drive 105.
People saying I bet he could do a good rock scream.
Yeah, he should call up and do a rock scream on Rock Scream Tuesday. That's Dave from New Jersey, so there you go.
Thanks, Dave. It's very accurate.
Yeah, absolutely. So I go out to my my brother's rehearsal dinner way out there in, where were we, like St. James, Stony Brook area. And, going through what's going to happen on Sunday for my brother's wedding. Brett,
yeah,
the owner of F.H. Riley,
of course,
in the heart of Huntington Village, 400 New York Avenue. If you would like, if you feel any niceness from me, just times that by 100. That's how nice my brother is. Times that by 1,000, because I know what you're about to say.
I was going to say, you picked a bad example.
I know what you're about to say, but some of the niceness has been coming out lately on the
Like,
show.
if you think Hitler was a nice guy, times that by 10.
I'm turning some of these people around with some of my niceness, just little niceness things.
So
every once in
you're
a while.
turning people around. You keep your chin up.
No, my brother's really an amazing guy. Anyway, So he's getting married Sunday. We've been talking about it off and on this week. So we go to the rehearsal dinner. He's going to attempt one of those outdoor weddings, and you walk down, and this is where you stand. This is where you stand. We've all been through this, right?
Yeah.
You go through the rehearsal, and then we're all happy. It's very festive. We're meeting, Carrie Lynn's family, and we're all just hanging together. And then it's time to go to a really nice restaurant and have a little food and drink. Get our drink on. And all of a sudden, we're all going out to our cars, and we're all just very happy. And all of a sudden, my brother's future mother-in-law is kind of a mess. She's kind of bummed out. She's more than kind of. She's really bummed out. Somebody freaking broke her window of her car, took like a pink pocketbook, and stole about $1,000.
Yeah, my mom had that happen. It's a big thing out east on Long Island.
That's a big thing?
The smash and grab.
Smash and grab?
Women that leave their purses in the cars are going to get their windows broken and get their purse stolen.
We had all our cars lined up, and obviously someone went from car to car. And unfortunately, she had this pocketbook right in the passenger,
Can't do that.
She had her other pocketbook with all her credit cards and all that, thank God.
Lucky.
But it was one of these little pocketbooks that had some cash for the dinner we were about to have and tip some people. And she's out like $1,000, and the window smashed. It's like, this sucks. Next thing you know, my brother, who's like one of the nicest guys in the world, he's just wandering around, the premises trying to find the pocketbook for her.
Find it.
Well, dude, that's what happens.
They usually throw it in some garbage
That's
pail
what we were doing.
Oh, you were looking in the garbage?
We were looking everywhere, in the woods. We were just like, walking around trying to find the pocketbook last night for like an hour.
Bastards.
That's such a
my mom was at the
awful
gym.
feeling, man.
She was at the gym, and you would leave her pocketbook in the car. I was like, what are you, stupid? You can't do that.
So
in this day and age.
Then we had to get the cops, and, what a bummer. Real bummer last night. I guess it's official. I guess Brett's bachelor party will be at F.H. Riley's tonight. And
Jesus.
What kind of entertainment? They have girls?
Well, you need a cabaret license there, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Cabaret.
We might have to go over to the old Tender Trap.
Oh, boy.
Boy, are we getting local for Long Island today.
Wow.
Well, it's been a while. We haven't been local for Long Island in quite a long time.
That's the local booby bar.
I hear they're big fans of the Opie and Anthony show, so we might have to take a crew to the old Tender Trap tonight.
But wait, you don't need a cabaret license. Just hire a bunch of prostitutes to sit. What's wrong with that?
We're not going to dance.
You just tap your foot to the tune, would you?
Tap your foot in the bathroom.
Baby girls checking in?
I wouldn't know. Eric doesn't open up the girls' ones.
She writes, Brett is awesome. One night after dinner. This is the type of guy my brother is. I want to focus on my brother Brett today because he's getting married Sunday. One night after dinner at F.H. Riley's, I got a flat tire. He drove 4 of us home and had it fixed by the time I came back in the morning.
Aw.
So her car is at FH with a flat. He's like, I'll drive everybody home. And then she comes back to get her car, and it's already fixed. That's what my brother does.
What a guy.
That's what my brother does.
He probably flattened it just so he could drive her home and see where she lives.
Baby girl, he doesn't do that for the ugly ones.
Exactly. His baby girl looked in the mirror, maybe because you're really hot. If baby girl was 350, Brett would have said, look, I'll call AAA. Right. You have to wait outside.
Right. Look, I could get you on a bus. We could get you on a train and a bus, I guess.
Or get a horse trailer and hop in the back.
That is a good point, man. So, I guess the bachelor party's happening at F.H. Riley's, the little get-together. I don't know if you call it a bachelor party, if it's a bunch of creeps from this radio show. But we'll be there tonight if you want to say hi to Brett and wish him luck, okay? All right. Hey, Anthony, you remember Walter?
Walter.
I was talking about the NEW days yesterday because there were a lot of fans at the rehearsal dinner.
Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah, okay. Now I just read that, and I do remember.
People were talking to me about the Carol Miller days.
Yeah.
We might have to get into that today because it was a nice reminder last night. But also we got Walter on the line. Do you remember Walter?
Now I do.
You do?
Yep.
All right, let's introduce Walter to the new audience. Walter!
Hey, guys.
All the old freaks from the old show are finally finding us a mere year and a half later. What's up, Walter?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, that's Walter.
We acknowledge that we're talking to you, Walter. What do you got?
I want you guys to get me some girls on the line and have them laugh for me.
Yeah, he used to call up and he liked girls to laugh at him.
Yeah.
And, like, mock him.
Yeah.
Now do you remember me, guys?
Yeah. Walter, how do you say this, Ant? He gets worked up.
Yeah.
If women laugh at him.
Just laugh at him.
For real. Right, Walter?
Yeah, I want girls to call in and laugh for me. I want good laughs.
And you're not over this whole weird fetish of yours?
No, I am not.
Where did this start? Can I ask that?
Huh?
Where did this start? Like, when did you first realize you were sexually aroused by hearing laughter?
Yes.
Yes. When did it start? How did it start? Yes. That's what he said. Good answer.
Me whacking off.
All right, hold on a minute.
Really?
Hold on. This is proving how long it's been since we've been to the Tender Trap, Ant. It's now called Kiss. Can you imagine it's like a gay joint or something and we're bringing Brett's bachelor party there? Thinking it's the old Tender Trap? Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, what's up, Opie?
It's not Tender Trap anymore?
No, it's Kiss. They changed the sign because I went there a little while ago. I was looking for the Tender Trap. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing, but it's still pretty good, but just watch out for the Russian broads.
Well, they're all Russians now.
Anthony talks about the Russian strippers all the time.
Make the sexy dance for you for the money. I will make a good sexy dance. Ugh.
Yeah, you could tell which ones are better and which ones ain't.
What happened to the just local Long Island whore girls that would, hit the strip clubs? That's what I want to see. I don't want some Russian girl shipped over here and just in it like, don't even look at me. Just give to me money and then I will dance for you.
I got a question for you. Russian stripper with a perfect body, with the attitude that we talk about on the show.
Yeah.
Or a local Long Island mess with a cesarean scar with nothing but bubbly personality.
Oh, hell. The Russian stripper. That's stupid.
Yeah, I should have.
I'll take that. Some of those Russian chicks are real hot. But
they are hot, but you don't want to sit through their nonsense.
No, it's nice when you get the, hot kind of local girl.
Yeah.
She drives the roads. She knows what it's all about.
Yeah.
She's not paying off a shipping fee to have brought her over here.
All right, Jeff, thanks for the info. So it's not Tender... Why would they change the name? Tender Trap was a great name for a strip club.
Heritage name. Those are heritage calls. Why would you change them?
Yeah, really. And it's behind the auto parts store or whatever it was. What was it?
It was a radiator shop.
A radiator shop, right. What?
Yeah, it's right by the intersection of at the end of Deer Park Avenue, right there by that big.
No, I know where it is, but it was a radiator shop.
Yeah.
In front. God, those guys must have had a great job, man.
Oh yeah.
And then the Tender Trap was shut up.
He just talks. We're trying to talk about it.
And then Tender Trap was in the back. You had to kind of go to the side of the radiator.
To the side a little bit, yeah.
And to the back, and all of a sudden there's a strip club. How great is that?
Yeah, I bet radiators never got fixed there.
Right. All right,
I was
Jeff.
like, hey, you want to patch this one up? Yeah, well, I'll be right back. Just going to grab a beer.
Back to Walter. Walter.
You.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, we were talking to you. So you kind of get worked up if girls laugh. Jimmy asked you a very easy question, and you had a problem with it.
When did you realize that this was a fetish for you, like that you had a sexual feeling for a girl's laughter?
When I first started doing it.
All right, look, we discussed this last night on Electric Eel, and you said you'd give better answers than this.
Electric Eel.
Stupid Electric Eel.
See, maybe there's a point to that because these are the real callers you get. They don't know how to make a call.
Can we get the Electric Eel demo again? I love the Electric Eel demo.
Walter. See,
yeah.
we want to know like how this started. Not like it started when it started. Like, how did you realize that you were attracted to girls laughing at you? First of all, wait, shut up. Who's on TV over here?
That's
Who's on TV?
Is that chick from that stupid series that High School?
What?
High School Musical?
I don't know.
Because there's naked pictures of her.
What are you talking about?
There's some hot little 18-year-old number. Like, there she is.
Wow, where's this?
Right there. She took some naked pictures of herself for her boyfriend.
Yeah.
In 1975? God, that's
yeah, well, she's got a... See, I don't mind that. It's the natural triangle, but it's not like there's not a big, like, mess.
It's awful.
It's not awful. It's a woman, Jimmy.
I know that. I don't mean the whole picture is awful. I just mean that.
That isn't awful. I was
No, that-
when did you realize that you didn't like women to look like a woman?
When I was 1. No, I like him to look like a woman. I just don't want him to look like a hairy woman.
That's not a problem, though.
That's awful, too.
Dude.
I'm with Jimmy. Too much.
I want an alien. Do you understand?
I know. Jimmy likes, like, forget it, nothing. That is not... See, if it comes out front... Like too far front. If it's too lush, let's say we're talking about a lawn. You don't want a lush lawn. See, that lawn is kind of thinning out a little bit, but it's shaped nicely.
Can I explain?
There's
there's too much fairway.
Of course there is.
There's too much fairway, and there might be a little rough involved here too.
That's good for a natural look. That's perfect.
It's too wide.
No. Then you start pulling it in. You start pulling it in. You get something different. I'm not saying something different isn't good either, but that is a good natural look for her. She's 18.
No.
It's awful.
That's perfect.
You can't,
Why with the question marks?
It's from Perez. He draws all of his.
Thanks.
Oh.
Yeah,
stupid Perez. Stop drawing on your goddamn pictures, you nut.
PerezHilton.com has these pictures too, or?
Yeah.
Do we give
Why
him
is
a
it
big plug
questionable
today?
that it's her?
No. Why is there a question mark? Is that what it is?
Is it questionable that it's her?
Wait, Danny, go.
When it was first reported, everybody was wondering if they were fake or not, so Perez put question marks all over it. But her camp has announced that they are real, and they were supposed to be for private.
All right, I don't even think we've explained the girl. Who is this girl?
She's one of the big stars of High School Musical. Yeah, which is a big Disney thing.
Right.
And it's like very big with the younger demo.
Right.
So there's a problem here because Disney can't have things like that. What's her name? Vanessa Hudgens.
Something like that. Yeah.
And
I'm with Jimmy, man. Too wide.
I want none of it. I don't want any of it. Get rid of it. It's the millennium.
No.
Look like an alien.
That's a woman right there. That's a nice shape there.
Right. So I would like to see how God intended her to be, which is just, I want to see, not with that mess. I want to see.
It's not a mess. You could tell it's thinned out.
I don't care.
But
it's
too
thinned
wide.
out.
Get chemo for it. It's awful.
Chemo for it.
Too wide, man. A little too wide. No, I'm going to blow up his spot. Know who's a big fan of that? A huge fan
of a lot of it.
Yeah, more than Mary.
Ridiculous amount.
Yeah, Brother Elmo.
Oh Jesus!
He can't get enough of that.
Can't get enough.
He's a hair fan.
That's hysterical.
The more the merrier.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Next time you see him at FH, have a little discussion with him about that. He can't get enough.
I am not a hair fan. I'm not a huge hair fan, but I'm saying this is not. It's thin. It's thin, and it's like it's silky. Because she's 18.
I don't have a problem with
it's not a rat's nest.
I don't have a problem with the fact that it's like it looks like a putting green.
Yeah.
But it's too wide.
No, it goes
all the way to the hip bones.
Dude, it's
No, it doesn't go to her hip bones.
Might as well, Aunt.
And she's got her knees kind of apart a little bit, so things are a little distorted, I think.
Look, it looks like it's about to rob a bank, and it's got a stupid kerchief over its face. Just get rid of it. You're 18 already.
It's Lee Van Cleef.
She should be getting out of that tub in The Shining. That's how it is.
Wow, you zoomed in on that. All right,
It's Jesse
Let's take a
James in a leg lock.
All right, now we can at least get a better picture.
Sucks.
There you go, Aunt. Get to that mic.
Let me look. Now, okay, I understand the wideness factor.
Thank you, Aunt.
But if she did anything to it, it wouldn't make it what it is what I'm saying. The second you start doing something to it, it's not what it is. There's no problem with that.
It is nothing.
A girl,
but a problem.
18, she's sporting that.
Looks like Fred Flintstone with a 5 o'clock shadow.
It doesn't look like it's Homer Simpson.
Just, how about this? Pick up a razor, lazy, and get rid of all of it.
No,
all of it.
See,
how about this? Electrolysis.
That's an electrolysis.
I want it gone.
See, we got three different opinions here. Yeah,
that's an issue Jimmy has.
That's fine if it wasn't so.
Look, I'm a fan of the female body. I like to see all of it. I'm not squeamish about a woman's body. I prefer certain things to be pronounced, like a fist. I mean, I want a mess, but I want it visible.
Right. But I'll tell you something. I'm good whether it's completely gone or it's natural. I don't want ridiculousness. Believe me. I don't want to throw back to the 70s.
Brother Elmo does.
Brother
Really?
Elmo.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Brother Elmo does.
Wait, not even trimmed down?
Oh,
Elmo.
We're trying to keep it still on the radio. Basically, the more the merrier. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, my God.
He can't get enough.
It's funny.
He likes Castro with a chin injury. Is that what he wants?
Brother Elmo. God bless him.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just not right, man. In so many ways.
It's weird. I wish I liked that, but I don't. I want her to apologize and go, Jim, I apologize because it's so smooth. But I apologize for the lack of hair anywhere on my body. Anywhere.
But you have no problem with armpits.
I'd say I had no problem with it. I'm saying I could look at armpit hair occasionally as a fetish thing and do it with light pit, but I wouldn't want to date someone.
That's not as ridiculous to you, though, as other places.
No, because I don't spend a lot of my time on the armpits.
All right, listen. We got to take a break.
Odd.
Right?
Walter.
I think you're the odd one.
Walter.
You need it so clean like that.
Hey, Walter.
You.
We still can't find girls to laugh at you. Just stay on hold. Maybe we'll find one, all right?
All right, find as many as you can, guys.
All right.
All right, Walter gets worked up if girls laugh at him, so maybe we could get a few girls to laugh at him. It's creepy. It's downright creepy.
Yeah.
Also, today is Tom Alive Friday. We have not heard from Tom. 1 hour into the show, we have not heard from Tom.
Oh, no.
For the new listeners, we'll explain after the break what the whole Is Tom Alive bit is all about, okay? He's supposed to be on that stage a week from tomorrow when we do our last comedy show down there in Camden.
Yep.
Is he going to make it? Is he alive? We don't know.
Is he even alive?
Is Tom Alive Friday?
To make a phone call. Because last we spoke to him, he wasn't sounding as good as he did the times before.
Well, he was in the hospital for heart stuff.
And lung stuff. And
all right.
Ugh.
Hopefully we'll find out that Tom is alive after the break. And I'm not teasing it. We have no idea. He's not on hold, nothing.
If he calls, he calls. If he doesn't, he's dead.
There you go. It's Opie and Anthony. Good morning, bitches. Opie and Anthony.
Philly.
Huh?
You must be talking to Philly.
Oh, they like their bitches.
Mr. Woodcock poster's funny.
Mr. Woodcock? Hey, we're going to be talking to one of those guys next week.
The poster's funny. It's funny. I like it. He's standing there with two basketballs. It's good.
We're big fans of Stifler, though. He's coming in next week from from Mr. Woodcock.
Funny name.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. Woodcock? All right, it's the One virus spreading across America. Just got another email.
Oh.
So I guess we've decided to kind of open the doors for my brother's bachelor party tonight at F.H. Riley's.
That could be trouble.
And then my other brother is calling, and we're going to do a little fishing way out east on Long Island, and he's hoping, boats come by with bikini babes.
During a fishing expedition?
Out east.
I don't know. I can't really see that happening.
Can you tell there's a lot of married guys in my family?
Gonna do some sharking.
We're going to do a little fishing, I think all the way out there in Orient Point, and my brother's hoping that someone finds our fishing boat and then flashes us.
I don't think anyone hangs out and does pleasure boating off of Orient. I think it's pretty much fishermen.
Yeah, it's the old school fishermen out there, right?
Sharking.
Yeah, we'll do some sharking.
Talking about working for a living. Yeah. Talking about sharking.
Yeah.
You got city hands, Mr. Hughes, from counting money all your life. Tie me a sheep shank. That's what you're gonna get, Quint. You're not getting any. You're not getting any chicks out there cruising up. Hi, bikini babes. You know where that's pretty big? South Shore, and then the lakes in Arizona seem to be. Every time I see boats on these lakes in Arizona, they are full of half-nude women. Drunk off their ass.
They make great YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah.
They're drunk in their bikinis, falling down into the water.
It's very popular for the girls to just rip their clothes off and cruise around those lakes out there.
Yeah.
I think I want to retire there one of these days. If we ever get, if we get fired again. And
retire.
Can't get it.
We're not retiring.
I know. Can't retire. Jesus.
We'll get fired for the final time.
Yeah.
I never even thought about us retiring.
No.
I just know it's just going to end in a horrific way.
But they keep firing us, and Bob keeps getting us new jobs.
True.
That guy doesn't want us to retire or get fired.
That is not even a thought in my head.
No.
I just know it's going to end just horrifically.
I
just know.
Yeah, it's just going to be another, oops, did we say that?
Retire.
Oh, boy, the news is running with it. And then we get fired, and then it'll be, something, I'm just packing up. I'm going to Arizona.
And doing, political talk or something.
I'll find some little station so I can keep busy, and then get a boat and go on some of those lakes.
Right. Hey, by the way, people are thinking that we're teasing the Is Tom Alive bit today.
No, we're not.
They're all expecting us to do the big reveal at 7:20, because everyone knows 7:20 is the time to listen to a morning radio show, because the most people are listening. So the radio show hosts usually have something a little special for 7:20.
Right.
Tom's not calling today. Let me tell you, we've been doing this bit for over a month, and I'm not going to lie to you. We tease it a little bit. We know he's alive, and we sit here when should we tell everyone Tom's alive? Tom hasn't checked in yet today. We're an hour and 10 minutes into this bit.
Tom, could you call?
For the new listeners, Tom, man, how do you explain this?
Tom is a guy. He's is he in his 30s?
I don't know. I think he might be older.
He sounded younger, but yeah, he's older, and he's got severe respiratory problems, like terminal.
Right.
His doctor told him that he had 7 years to live. And that doesn't sound bad until you realize his doctor told him that 6 years ago.
Right.
So he's pretty much on his last year.
Yeah.
He can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear when he talks. Sometimes he's okay, but then last week was just, he was wheezing a little and couldn't really catch his breath.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's not calling, so
no.
I don't...
Screw Tom. Freshwater Bodies, Lake Havasu, Arizona. What is this website, E-Rock?
Dude, there is something going on.
How do I
in Arizona?
I haven't joined a website in years. I want to join this one. What is this, E-Rock?
It's a composite of all the hot water bodies for spring break and photos of activities that go on there.
Look at this girl, like, completely bent over the side of the boat.
This is how I've researched my retirement spots. Most people go for real estate value and
Or
things
golf
like that.
courses.
I'm like, I believe there's boatloads of naked broads.
Oh, my God. And they have the class of 2007.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, something about that fresh water. They love ripping them clothes off and
Very nice.
jumping on in.
All right, listen. We'll do a little, we'll actually start doing real radio. Osama bin Laden has, dyed his beard, and there's a big story today. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Front page of the Daily News. It's a cute headline, right? How many people died?
What, soldiers or?
From the 9/11 initial attacks, and then the soldiers since, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Daily News is having fun today. Out of the, oh no, that's not even the one that I want. It's the Post, actually. They both have Osama bin Laden on the cover, but the Post has a cute headline.
It says,
"Just die already."
See, DYE.
Because he's dyeing his beard.
Allegedly, or apparently, or something. He must have a publicist now, because he's saying that they're going to release a video.
Right.
Within 72 hours.
Right.
And he's going to make a statement based on the anniversary of 9/11, which is obviously coming up. And he's going to make kind of a rah-rah, we rule, we kick their ass kind of statement, and try to get Al-Qaeda all whipped up into a frenzy again. Mm-hmm. And we haven't seen him in years. Osama. And now they show a picture that's supposed to be purportedly from this videotape, and it doesn't really look like him. See, the last time we saw Osama bin Laden, he had a big, long gray beard. He was looking pretty gaunt and pale and not very spry. And in this picture, his beard is black. He's dyed it, I guess. And he looks like he's got a little more color in his face. It's a little tan. Yeah. Maybe he's doing Letterman. It's a little inside joke.
Oh, my God.
I covered a few grays that day.
Did you?
Yeah, because they sparkle in the camera. They sparkle. So I just kind of covered a few.
How'd you cover them?
I took a little brush. And I took a little brush and I went. Then I covered them up a little bit. I got to shave or something, but people laugh at me when I shaved. Remember when I shaved? And everyone laughed at me.
It was creepy.
Takes some getting used to. I got to figure a way to do it.
Because you're a public figure and everyone knows you as Anthony and the goatee. And when you finally shaved the goatee when we were off the air, I know what you're talking about. It was creepy. Because it was a different look. That's the only reason I'm saying that.
Yeah,
it looks like you had no lip or something all of a sudden.
Well, anytime someone shaves a mustache, that's pretty drastic because, you haven't seen their upper lip, that segment between the nose and lip segment. But I got to figure out a way. Maybe
just shave.
Amp has a tiny chin. Who's that? Huge unit? I don't have a tiny chin. I got kind of a big chin. My chin isn't tiny, is it?
No, it's nice.
Let me do this.
That's a nice chin.
No, but the thing is, I got to figure out a way to shave where it's so gradual that no one notices.
I say just do it, and then
one day
people will comment for like a month, and then that'll go away.
One day with a Hitler mustache. How about that? I walk around like that because that'll get everybody freaked out.
Are you insane?
What's wrong? Do you think there would be a problem walking around with a Hitler mustache for a day? Being nice to everybody.
That would be funny if you were overly polite in a Hitler mustache.
Yeah. Go, can I get that for you? Like walk into Starbucks and hey, I like to buy everybody some coffee today and see how they react. Right. I don't want coffee from you.
I love the guys out there. They know they look good with the Hitler mustache, but they can't completely commit.
Yeah.
So it's almost a Hitler mustache.
It's like almost a cop marine kind of mustache where it's way in on the side.
Even closer in than that.
Yeah. But not quite the Hitler.
Some of those drivers you see at the airports is like, what are you doing, man? What's up? What's up with that? So, big story, I guess. Osama is dyeing his beard.
You know what? Bob Kelly shaved his beard and mustache.
Yeah.
And you've never seen anything more slappable than that.
You just want to smack his fist. Seal face.
Because Bob is bald.
Yeah.
And it looks bad when he shaves because he really should be in a room with Martin Sheen somewhere.
Yeah.
He's just a big, dumb Colonel Kurtz, but he has none of the inside of Colonel Kurtz. Dad, there was a pile of inoculated arms. Dad, I'm a renegade.
Hey, really fast, we're talking about 9/11. God, we talked about this years ago, and it's coming true. And not to make light, obviously, of 9/11, but every year they read the names down there at Ground Zero.
Yeah, that's been like a tradition. They ring the bell, they read the names, and it's televised, especially here in New York City. I don't know about the rest of the country if they all pick it up, but here in New York, it's been a standard thing for the past 6 years.
And we've had discussions over the last few years. We asked ourselves, how long is it going to take before they stop broadcasting the names?
Yeah.
And Channel 7 here in New York has decided this is the year.
This is the year.
This is the year to stop doing it.
They'd rather broadcast Regis and
which is very weird to me because they're making a decision that's kind of strange. They're basically telling everyone that Regis and Kelly much more important than the reading of the name.
And Rachel Ray.
And The
View.
And The View. Much
Instead
more
of
important than the reading of the names of the
reading
victims.
of the names, yeah.
Now, you might go, maybe it's, I don't know.
Maybe it is time to move on from that part of it.
But a
Who
mere
knows?
couple of years ago, these stations would have, people would have thought they were insane if they didn't broadcast the reading of the names.
People still are aggravated about it. It's almost like it's for one day a year. It's only for a little bit of time. The buildings are not even put up.
Right.
It's like it's still a mess down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out what to do.
That's the bureaucratic bull crap that's going on down there. Has nothing to do. They could have built 18 buildings down there in the years since.
And they pretty much have.
Jerks.
I was down there recently. Everywhere around Ground Zero is pretty impressive. There's a lot of new buildings down there.
They built some big buildings.
But there's still a freaking hole in the ground where the Twin Towers
That's because no one wants that stupid Freedom Tower.
No.
Except, I don't know what kind of deals were made in back rooms and what money traded pockets over there between government officials and builders. But everyone wants towers back over there. Modernize it. Make it look different. Build them so they're, as safe as they could be. But, to build this stupid Freedom Tower.
Yeah. It's a reaction to having your teeth kicked in.
Yeah.
Instead of building two more. They should build two towers and somehow connect them where you can get out either...
like they do in
Malaysia.
Yeah, the
Those
Malaysian.
towers, they're only connected on one place. If you connect them on a couple of places, there's ways to make it safer. But
Yeah.
they speculate that they wouldn't be able to rent the top floors.
They
Because
would. Real estate in New York City, they'd rent the goddamn
man.
top floors.
I don't know people would... Honestly, I don't know people
You
who
rent the
up
top
there.
floors if you don't make them as high. You make them pretty impressive, but you just don't make them as high, And it's 6 years. We should have had something by now. Since the time I moved into my building, I know you can't really compare. They already have a new building built down the road.
They put
I
these
watched the
things
whole
up
thing.
fast.
I watched the whole thing built in the last mere months.
How long did it take back in the early 70s to build the Trade Center?
Oh, forever.
Did it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, I
think it was more than a couple of years.
That's what I'm talking about.
Forever.
A couple of years.
They have figured out how to put these buildings up fast.
So they could have put up 2 World Trade Center towers.
I would say easily.
In the 6 years.
Easily at this point.
Yeah.
If they started,
would have been done.
If they start a year later, easily. So Channel 7 here in New York will tune out reading of the names. I guess they're in a tough position. Someone had to start this. Next year, I don't think any station will broadcast the reading of the names.
But my thing is it you might be? It's a tough position, but it's the same mentality that's making them not do that. Which is the same reason now. If you profile at an airport, you're a racist again. The same way you were on September 10th of 2001. Now the thinking, the Americans, we are dummies. You're going back to that thinking. It's like.
Yeah, people forget really quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, because remember what the airports were like shortly after September 11th?
Oh, man.
Where you'd go in there and everyone was looking around. Everyone was a deputized air marshal We're all looking around going, all right, let's keep our eye on this gentleman. And the whole plane would watch the man of Arab descent the entire flight. That guy couldn't go up to use the restroom without 5 guys standing up ready to tackle him.
And you didn't mind being in long lines?
No, the line.
Now, if you got a 5-minute wait through security, you're pissed off.
It's like, I double knotted my shoes, damn it. That's what I was bitching about when we were flying from the Bahamas. I'm like, I double knotted my shoes, now I got to untie them again.
Well, you got to do what Kenny does.
Oh, what?
Kenny wears a plastic belt so he can get through security better.
With his belt on? He should hang himself with it.
What is it? You've seen it.
It's cloth.
It's cloth, and he's all prepared to go through security. It's
stupid belt.
It's really awkward.
It's for beating ethnics.
Right. What do you wear when you go through security there, Club Soda?
Yeah, it's like
my birthday suit.
A nylon belt with a plastic buckle. So you can just walk right through the middle.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to take his belt off.
Kenny's pants bother me because they're always a little too high on his waist and tucked in. I don't know if they are today. No, today they're okay.
Oof. Okay. How we doing today?
Always prepared.
That's nice. Like a Boy Scout.
World Trade Center started in 1961. No, come on.
Stop it.
First tower was finished in 1970. Second tower in 1972. And
maybe the initial pencil hit the paper in 61.
What?
Come on.
66. You said
66, they started construction. And they had to lay down a watertight basin down there. They had to move land and dredge up dirt to actually put dirt there where that was built. So it wasn't even like they just had to build buildings. They had to prepare and build a cement tub that the building sat in because the foundations were so deep that water was going to seep in. So they had to do a lot more than they would have to do now. And with that kind of technology back then.
Slush wall, I think they call it.
Yes, the slush wall we all learned about.
Do you ever see photos of Philippe Petit? I think I talked about him the other day. The guy who tightrope walked in between the buildings.
That lunatic.
He went back and forth like 7 times. Why? Did the
After
sidewalk is just
4,
close?
wouldn't you be like, I made it?
Why?
4 times. Why keep going?
There's no people. Why do you do that? Just stay there.
It was back in the day where people liked seeing that Daredevil
I
stuff.
still like seeing it.
No, people kind of. They just watch YouTube.
Who was the climber? George Wellig? No, who was it?
Yes, good call.
Was it George
Yes,
Wellig
I
who
believe so.
climbed
Yeah, he
Twin
would
Towers?
climb
Or
the
one
side.
of the towers?
And then it was done by a guy named Spider Dan, and then Elaine Roberts.
Spider Dan?
Yes, yeah,
I wish he fell.
He almost did off of the John Hancock building in Chicago. They started a fireman up there. He was on like the 30th floor. He was
I
using
remember
rubber
this.
suction, and so the fireman decided to start hosing. Oh no, he wasn't using rubber suction. Or he would have died.
That's
There's
great.
video of it. Look up.
God bless Chicago.
Look up
They
Spider
just
Dan.
started hosing him. What is he, a bug?
They were hosing they were hosing him from way above.
Why?
And because he wasn't using rubber suction, or he would have fallen off. The
water running down.
And the cops the firemen stopped. The cops said, if you continue, we will tow your trucks off this property. Do not fire hose this because there's news cameras.
Yeah.
And the mayor had to go up there. It was a female was the mayor, and there's video of her and this Spider Dan, who would be a douche if he wasn't climbing a building.
Yeah, but the name alone.
It's terrible.
Spider Dan.
And his name was Dan.
Spider Dan. I want to call Danny Spider Dan. I'm not going to catch on.
Most other people call me.
Drunk.
Exactly.
Well, let's get a call from Chicago, Help us out with the Spider dance
There's
stuff.
pictures of it, and they started hosing off to try to prevent him from climbing
any higher, but he's already 30 floors up, so they pretty much were trying to kill him.
And the mayor said, are you ready to go up? Are you willing to accept the consequences? And he's like, yes, I am. And they let him go, and he climbed it.
Yeah.
But Elaine Robert, if that's how you say his name, the little Frenchman, did the Sears Tower with no equipment. He climbs these buildings in 40 minutes or an hour, no equipment
Just
at all.
bare hands.
All he has is in his back is powder, which he dusts his hands like a rosin bag. And he was on the 90th floor of the Sears Tower, and fog set in. So from 90 to 110, the last 20 floors, it was very wet.
Oh, my God.
And they said it was a very slow climb. But he does it without an ounce of equipment.
That's crazy.
I talked about him a lot
It's just
lately.
nuts.
Look him up. He's a very brave man.
Brave?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That's interesting.
Why would you do that?
So really fast. So Channel 7 will tune out reading of the names. The city's top-rated TV station will slash its coverage of the September 11 memorial ceremonies by dropping the most emotional part, the reading of the names of the victims.
Sure, let's get to Regis and Kelly. It's good.
Channel 7 says it's running live with Regis and Kelly.
Regis.
There you go.
I'm much more important.
And we'll follow it up with Rachel Ray and The View, while every other broadcast station in town will cover the ceremony start to finish.
Yeah.
It marks the first time one of New York's local broadcast stations has opted not to broadcast the full reading of the 2,749 names.
Well, when do you stop? Because you're not going to do it for 20 years.
I think what you do is you say, look, we're going to do this for the first 10 years, and then
10 years.
Or whatever. Just prepare people and go, all right, and then after that,
say this is going to be our last year. But then people got a year to bitch about it.
And they put it on their HD channel. They are showing it, but on their HD channel or something.
Oh, really?
I think it's in there.
Oh. I was watching some show on Hiroshima last night
on HBO.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Did you see that? Did you see the young people that they were asking? What happened on August 7th or August 6th and August 9th in Nagasaki? They're asking these people, and they said, I don't know.
They don't know?
Yeah, they didn't know. All these young people are just like, I don't know.
It's like they ask Americans, too, the same thing, though. Like, they'll find dumb teenagers in Japan, and they ask them, like, what happened on this date. They did it in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and they didn't know. Like, I don't know. What happened?
Yeah. Would you think, like, people in their late teens, early 20s would know, like, December 7th?
Probably not. But they do know September 11th.
Yeah.
That just happened. That's not really fair, but...
Well, it's funny you should say that. Something has been sitting around here for a long time.
Yeah.
And 9/11's right around the corner. British show finds stupid Americans and asks 9/11 questions.
All right. Stupid Brits, by the way.
What year did the 9/11 terrorist attack take place?
2000.
Wasn't it 2002, I think?
2004. And I was in New York when it happened. I don't even remember.
And they're laughing. This is part of a comedy show, everybody.
Those stupid Americans. Rather.
Oh, God. With a studio audience laughing along.
Die! A bunch of morons. Kicked your ass.
Why don't they ask another poignant question? Like the exact date that overhyped blonde anorexic was smashed in a tunnel by a drunk driver with her head bobbing up and down where it probably shouldn't have been.
Right.
Why don't you ask that question on British TV instead of paying tributes and throwing flowers at that stoic cadaver that you idiots still allow to occupy that valuable real estate?
Just laughing, just like they are at our tragedies.
It continues. Listen to this.
In what month did the 9/11 attacks take place?
October.
August, I think.
9th month, was it October?
How is this
First of all,
fodder for a comedy show?
But how can people be so goddamn stupid?
Here's a question for Britain, and aren't Britons stupid? Here's the question.
Yes.
What country, despite having Muslim attacks against it, continues to coddle the radicals? Our country, Great Britain. Yeah, you're right. You are smart. You are smart.
Oh, my word.
You are smart. Bunch of dopes.
Can you recall the exact date of the 9/11 attacks?
Well, it was September 9th.
September 9th.
Yeah, it was, September, 9/11, September 1st.
September the 1st.
Wasn't it 16th, I think?
15th?
Wasn't it 16th?
16th of August. Okay.
Oh.
There's nothing I hate more than some snotty... British TV has been really funny, like The Office, but this thing that these Brits are so brilliantly witty, when most of them are dry, and most of their stand-ups just make muggy faces and do cornball 1981 stand-up irony.
Yeah.
I'd like to spit in their faces. There's still nobody in England who touches what Richard Pryor did in 74.
People are saying that this is from Australia.
Well, okay, then aren't we idiots? But we were told it was Britain. How about this?
The guy doesn't sound Australian. Sorry.
I think he does, actually.
He sounds English.
Yeah.
I did think he does sound Australian.
Does he?
Yeah, but then again, now if you say that he's from New Zealand, I'll go, you know what? I meant to say that. Because I'm a dumb nerd.
Sorry.
All right, I apologize, England.
Let's hear.
What religion did the 9/11 terrorists belong to? Was it Hindu, Islam, or atheist?
Hindu.
Australian.
Hindu?
They were stupid. That's what religion they were. They were stupid. They were like some stupid Muslims, whoever they were.
Good answer.
Stupid Australians.
We should.
Sorry, England. All right, I apologize.
No, England doesn't deserve an apology either.
Yeah, they were very nice.
Yeah.
We should do the same.
Okay.
We should do the same bit on the streets of New York. See if people remember a mere 6 years later.
Yes. What previous criminal dumping ground is now a mediocre country with a military that means nothing and a bunch of kangaroos kicking them in the balls.
8 billion square miles of land and 2 major cities.
What country still thinks that shrimp on the Barbie is a catchy little phrase? You know what?
Whose national hero got killed by a docile flying fish.
I'm proud to say that's all I know about that stupid country.
What about a Vegemite sandwich?
Ugh.
What's that?
Something that's supposed to taste awful.
I don't know. I just remember from an old 80s song, Men
at Work.
Men at Work.
Are they from there?
And a Vegemite sandwich.
Oh.
Men at Work. Here's the last one.
In which 2 cities did the 9/11 attacks take place?
Pennsylvania and New York City.
New York.
And
I believe New York.
Yeah, that's it.
In 2 cities?
yeah,
Wow, that's interesting. I thought it was only New York City, unless something I missed.
Yeah. Sounds like he missed the plane that day.
Yeah, we're late. We got to take a break. Is Tom alive? Hopefully we'll find out soon. We got dumb Walter still on hold, waiting for chicks to laugh at him because it gets him going, if you know what I mean.
More GPS for cabs, by the way. More GPS for the cabs. I love the fact that all these animals are unhappy.
Yeah, they're very
cabbies.
sad.
All right, lots to do still. It's Opie and Anthony.
Certainly is.
Certainly is. The Opie and Anthony show.
is.
Certainly is.
Don't give me any guff about it.
Hey, it's Friday, huh? How about that Friday?
TGIF, I say.
No, it's this.
TGIF.
No, we don't do the TGIF here. That's a bunch of crap.
I was TGIF.
It's this.
It's Point Black Friday. Show.
So
yes,
obnoxious.
we do love pointing and laughing.
And of course, it's also this. Is Tom Alive Friday?
Don't you know I'm still standing?
Oh, it's Tom. I'm still alive.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Is Tom alive? Is he? Tom,
Yes,
are you alive?
I hope so. I'm speaking to you.
Oh.
All right, awesome.
How long, though? Oh, wait.
Tom's alive. We got some.
Oh. What seems to have happened to Tom?
That's all he gets today. Tom's alive. There you go. We'll check you next Friday.
Oh, machine gun. How do you shoot yourself with a machine gun?
We don't have time for his nonsense today. He's alive. We have a hot broad that was kicked off a plane. Much more important than talking about Tom and his
poor Tom
and his illness.
She is sexy too, man.
It's Friday. We don't want to be bringing these people down.
All right, so Tom alive. Good.
Tom alive. All right, moving on. 23-year-old girl escorted off Southwest flight for her attire.
What?
Is this the attire she was wearing? You could go to CNN.
Why am I sounding surprised?
CNN.com.
I know this story.
Look how hot this girl is, and she got kicked off for wearing that. A tiny little white miniskirt, and it is a short white...
Hold on. Just pan down on that a little, E-Rock.
Not even that short, I don't think, is it?
That's getting up there.
Dude,
that's getting up there.
That's short. That's short.
That's a nice short white mini skirt. Then she's got a...
Aren't those her knees just below the skirt?
No.
Wow.
No, they're lower.
Wow. Where are you, Aunt?
No, you're right. Her knees are
Holy
here.
Jesus Christ.
Are you losing your eyesight?
Yeah.
Start the video over.
Ant's an older gentleman.
Well, yeah.
Okay, what they are they look like they used to be jeans.
Right.
And she has cut them at the crotch line.
Well, yeah, just below.
Just below.
Yeah, she's got a little room
it's
to
now
work
a
with there.
skirt.
Yeah.
And then as you pan up, she's got a white kind of
a very tight white tank top, and then over the white tank top you got a green number that really
like a green halter almost with little sleeves on it.
Yeah,
that's barely holding in her bosom,
and her sleeves go down to almost her elbows.
There is no problem.
That's the look that the women are using these days. That's a typical look for a woman right there that has a hot body that wants to show it off.
Yeah.
All right. So she got kicked off a plane for dressing like that.
Now, what male flight attendant kicked her off the plane? Because that's the only guy I would see that would have her removed.
Or someone.
Oh, please leave this plane.
Immediately.
Ugh. Disgusting. Why'd you go to a MySpace?
This is her MySpace?
She has a MySpace?
Oh, my God. Look at the MySpace of this.
Don't you hate that you got to log into MySpace to see all the rest of the pictures?
Yes.
God, MySpace annoys the crap out of me. And don't send me any messages there because I don't even check it anymore.
MySpace is a dumb fad.
I'm done with it.
That I'm not going to be part of.
I will not be party to that anymore.
I'm proud that I was never part of the MySpace thing.
Well, you should have been at some point.
Probably.
All right, blow that picture up, E-Rock.
You can't? All right, he's going to say. Well,
save it.
Her MySpace, which is private, come on, E-Rock.
Sorry. What are you doing, Eric? You're just wrecking
E to the R.
Why don't you just be a friend?
He's all nervous about his upcoming
Well, basically,
nuptials.
she's wearing like lingerie on her MySpace page. It's a black
sexy.
bra and then very, very sexy.
What was she wearing under the skirt?
Boy shorts, but very short boy shorts. If that
I'd love
makes
to know
sense.
who did that, or if some big fatty complained, or some fatty that works for the airline.
Well, why don't we find out?
Or
Jim?
someone,
Wow.
Whoa. Or someone sitting next to her.
And why don't you take a look at that?
All right, let me go over there.
It's hot, man.
Let me take a look.
So she's got a black bra, Victoria's Secret bra. That's very obvious. And then she's got the
All right.
the tiny boy shorts.
All right. Yeah.
That's not what she was wearing on the plane.
Lovely.
No. That even that's acceptable on a plane.
Should be,
You
right?
See more on the beach, I say. You see more on the beach.
At least you know she's not concealing a weapon, right, guys?
Right. Easy through security, huh? Hey, what you hiding up there? Whoosh.
Then again, she has a nice set of guns, so.
No guns allowed on the plane. Ho, ho. She got a couple. Wow.
All right, here's, let's
That
meet,
works a little better.
Let's meet Kyla Ebert, the hot piece of ass that was kicked off a plane for dressing too sexy. She's 23 years old. She's blonde. She's beautiful. And she's in the news today. She's a Hooters girl.
Wow.
And she's a Hooters.
Appropriate for an airline flight or inappropriate attire? That's the controversy sparked by this 23-year-old woman who says she was escorted off a Southwest flight because her outfit was offensive. Kyla Ebert says she was asked to go home and change, and after refusing, she eventually was allowed to fly, but says a Southwest airline employee told her to pull up her tank top and pull down her skirt a little. Her mother is outraged, saying her daughter, seen here with coworkers at Hooters and with friends on her MySpace page, dresses like any other girl her age. Many people who have seen what she was wearing agree.
Wow, someone should get fired for this.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
How dare they make that decision?
Ugh.
But that's all this other story. They don't say who, what.
Yeah, we got a little more.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
who
Little
said it?
Yeah,
a little more.
Was there a complaint, or was it just some douchey airline employee?
Yep.
And they said in that audio, I mean, she's dressing like any other woman of her age
Yep.
that has a hot body. That's how
Yeah.
they're dressing.
Exactly.
Yeah, people can wear sweats and look like slobs, so I mean, it's not like there's really a business attire on planes anymore. It's not the 50s anymore, so it's just a little different.
Fortunately.
Well, that's how people dress these days. That's where people dress everywhere like that. So unless there's signs posted, then how would she know?
Others think Southwest is being inappropriate.
But is it discrimination for Southwest to say you can't fly, you have to go home and change?
Yes. I don't think it's appropriate for Southwest to tell somebody how they should dress.
Is there some sort of code as to how short your skirt's supposed to be and how low your top is supposed to be and how short your sleeves are and the proper footwear, and where are those rules in buying a ticket?
Yeah, exactly. How about this? How about you spend time looking for the people, wink, wink, we all know you should be looking at when they get on a plane?
Yes.
How about that?
Right, and leave the hot blonde
Exactly.
How about that?
The only problem I'd have if she was wearing that, if she was also wearing the pilot's cap, then I'd have a problem. Anything else, no problem.
I think the stewardesses should be forced to dress like that and
The
pick things
stews.
up a lot.
I'm sick of old fat stews. Get the young ones like back in the 50s when they were trying to get people to fly, getting those sexy stews on there. Remember? Come on and fly me in the big blue sky where National Airlines. Everybody, come on and fly me. Together we'll fly high. I'm National. No?
Will you leave your house, please?
No, that's
please.
That's the song he would sing to himself while violence was happening around him. Why don't you fly? I don't hear it. National.
Just leave your house. There's a world out there, Ant. Waiting to be explored.
Come on, National Airlines been out of business for 30 years.
Exactly. So how do you know the jingle?
I don't know. It's stuck in my head because there were cute girls that would walk around and go, "Fly me."
Yeah.
Remember, girls would come up, and this was their ad. Girls would be walking up the stairway. Wasn't even a jetway. They'd walk up the stairs from the tarmac, and the girl would have like a short skirt on, the cute little sexy stew outfit, and she'd turn around and go, "I'm Christy, fly me." And it was pretty much F me. That's the face she would make and the whole attitude. And it was like, fly me. That was a selling point.
Can we get that jingle?
And now it's like, the girl's skirt is too...
I know it's great. Southwest Airlines hostesses hot pants ad from 1972.
There you go.
You can go to YouTube and check them out.
Airline ads were very provocative back in the 70s. For some reason, they really wanted to make you feel like you were going to get laid up there or something. I don't know.
Can we get somebody from Southwest? Can we call them? Maybe see if we can get them to. If they'll talk about it.
Danny, what do you got?
Well, you guys were
a
asking
hangover.
Besides that, besides the obvious,
who had made it was indeed a male flight attendant who was offended.
There you go. The manly male flight attendant.
And this just coming in, his name, Fez.
Hey!
Fez was offended.
Apparently, she asked him what part of her outfit was offensive, and he simply said the whole thing.
The whole thing is what he meant.
It was probably white after Labor Day issue. Stupid fruit.
If you spelt it out in the transcript, there wouldn't be a W in front of the word.
Hey, this is coming in a lot, so it's got to be true. Very good.
The whole
very good.
Fly National, yeah.
All right, get the audio so we can play
Fly
for
Maggie. What?
Sean.
Maggie?
Fly Maggie, Fly National.
How old is this plane? What is that, a Wright Flyer?
No kidding.
Fly Grenadier.
That's Maggie. Well, Maggie's now 60-something. Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
But look,
That
she's
time's
got
a bitch.
She put on her F eyes.
Yeah. All right.
I'm Maggie, fly me.
She's standing in front of some trees, some shrubbery.
Yeah, hippie chick.
Sean.
Sean, it's Sean.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said Sean. Don't be nervous. You're only talking to maybe a mill. Maybe a mill at this point in time.
Well, I got to hurry up because I want to hear myself on the radio.
All right, go ahead.
Good. Hurry.
When they they showed her what she was wearing on Matt Lauer, and when she sat back down, you got a total crotch shot.
Good.
This is coming in a lot. She was on the Today Show, and she was sitting with the outfit she had on.
Yeah.
And you got to see little panties.
Oh, panties though. Panties are nothing.
Well, because she was sitting and they're interviewing her, and you got a nice crotch shot. But on a
male
plane,
flight attendant ought to calm the hell down.
How about
on a
this?
plane, you don't get crotch shots anyway.
How about Southwest stops being such cheapskates and gives blankets to people who are flying if they don't, and you can cover it up with a blanket?
Yeah.
How about that?
How about
with a
them
blankie?
apples? Let's
They
go
don't
to
get
the.
blankets, right?
Can't even get a blanket anymore.
Continental does get blankets. So
Yes, they do.
And they have pillows, so don't lump them in with every other.
So does American, by the way.
Of course they do. They're a major.
Yes.
Is United?
Blank.
They give you.
Yes, United gives a blankie too.
Yeah, they give you blankets, but they're filled with semen.
Don't think that plastic wrapping thing is some sterilizing technique. I've seen a few curly cues pulled out of those blankets, out of the matting of those blankets.
Who are you kidding? Hope they got that down the hall there.
I don't know if they need to.
No, that's perfectly
you never know.
fine.
All right, here's the rest of the audio.
The company issued this statement saying Southwest Airlines has the responsibility to ensure the comfort of all our customers. When a concern is brought to one of our employees' attention, we will address that situation directly with the customers involved in a discreet and professional manner.
Yeah.
But the question is, where is the line? If I don't like your Hawaiian shirt, do I tell the Southwest Airlines guy to tell you to go home and change? Southwest says they do not have a dress code.
Why does hot broads make people uncomfortable?
It makes male
You know
flight
what?
attendants uncomfortable.
You know what? When I'm flying, your fatness makes me uncomfortable.
I agree.
So get off the effing plane. I
Here's
don't
what
like your
happened.
fatness.
Here's what happened.
Especially when I'm sitting next to you.
I'll spell it right out for you. Some guy that the male flight attendant might have found attractive came onto the plane, and when this woman walked on, the male flight attendant noticed that guy was eyeballing this girl. Like, and he felt threatened. He said, I wanted to spend my flight taking care of this gentleman and trying to convert him.
Mm-hmm. Or somebody complained, like, they're going to let her on the plane with that? Like, someone complained to the flight attendant, or he took it on himself. But if someone complained, it was just some soccer mom or some fatty.
Yeah.
Soccer in the face, I say.
Even if she didn't complain.
Hey, Chris from Houston, it says, my grandma used to be a sky whore. Chris, what's up?
Sky whore.
Your grandma was a sky whore?
Well, actually, it was my wife's grandmother back in, I think it was like the late 60s or early 70s. I've seen pictures of it. But, yeah, she's got like these little shorts, like hot pants, go-go boots, and it almost looks like fishnet stockings.
That's what it was all about. And, dude, the stories they would tell about them going out with the pilots, like they would finish their runs and land in some city, all go to the hotel and drink and just have sex. It's amazing. Just an amazing way of life back then.
All right.
Well, I don't know about the sex, but
I've heard about it. I've known some old stewardesses.
Old stews.
Old stews.
Go find some of those old commercials where they're sexing it up. I want to hear some of these now.
I used to be a stewardess. I've heard some stories.
Wait, your ex-mother-in-law
Believe me.
was a sky whore?
Not necessarily saying it was her. I'm just saying somebody with a Boston accent.
I'll play
That's what I'm saying.
Wow, okay.
And I may have heard a couple of stories about the party and the parties that used to go on when they would get to a city and, be done with their runs.
Yeah.
Woof.
Here's something. I don't even know what this is.
I'm Maggie. Fly me to New York. You'll love my 2 747s to Kennedy. Fly me.
Fly Maggie. Fly National.
Fly Maggie. You'll love my 2 747s. Did she say that?
Yeah. Why don't we...
You'll love my 2 747s.
Let's have fun out there. She's saying fly me, but let's... it's another F word.
It's F me.
So let me just play this again, and now you'll hear it differently.
Yeah.
Fly me is now F me. Listen to this.
I'm Maggie. Fly me to New York. You'll love my 2 747s to Kennedy. Fly me.
Fly me.
Fly National.
Fly Maggie, fly national.
There's just this thing about, like, hot chicks and...
You know what? This is
stewardesses used to be sex symbols.
I love when we do a radio show where I learn something for the first time. A lot of this stuff we make believe we didn't know ahead of time. But this one, I'm like, I had no clue that they used to dress sexy and stuff to get some customers.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
It was such a big thing. I completely remember it from growing up.
Yuck.
We're watching CW11, and apparently it's Dress Up a Water Buffalo Friday.
What are these pigs doing? There are 4 slobs dressed in something I deem inappropriate, like cheerleader outfits almost.
Can we find out? It's got to be some,
Find out what that feel-good fat story is.
It's an overweight girl group, right?
Yeah, they were called the Glamazons.
Really?
Yeah.
They sing modern versions of 1940s songs.
Why did they say Glamazons? Was Funt taken?
Yuck.
That's what they should just call them. Yuck. And now, yuck.
The Yuck Sisters. See, that's an Andrew sister joke.
Ooh.
Thank you. Can we take a break? Hey, where's Walter? Walter finally gave up.
Yeah, no chicks want to laugh at him.
He wants to laugh because he's awful. He's not explaining. He's a dud. The guy's not explaining anything on the phone, not answering any questions about it. He's not making it interesting. It's
How about we get Walter to call back? We'll try to get into the Walter thing. He kind of gets worked up when girls laugh at him. He's one of our old callers that finally found us a year and a half later.
Which is great. And I say, Walter, when did you realize you like this? Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Who would want to pleasure him?
And maybe we should have Tom call back because he is supposed to be on the stage a week from tomorrow for our final pirate show down there in Camden.
Hey, we're going to be in Philly next week. Are we doing Car Crash again to try to get a comedian?
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to be at the TLA on South Street on Friday, a week from today. We're hoping that a lot of people show up. I think we're going to have cash and Eagles tickets, all sorts of stuff to give away. I think we got tickets for the Monday night game. Yeah, it's going to be a big, big thing. Basically, we've been telling everyone, just keep listening to YSP. Listen to our pal Kid Chris in the afternoons, and you'll get all the info you need for our big visit to Philly, okay? Because there's so much going on. It would take way too much time right now. Just listen to YSP. They got all the details.
Yes.
But we're broadcasting live next Thursday and Friday from Philly. Very excited about that. My mom was a sky whore.
Oh.
All right, we'll talk to Mike in Paramus next. It's Opie and Anthony. Yeah, we got lots going on. It's Opie and Anthony. Somebody out there, wake up, Brother Elmo, please. Football picks on the way. Brought to you by Dish Network. Ooh. And there's a little thing going on behind the scenes. We're doing the football picks again this year.
Yeah.
And last year, Travis and I tied, but I should have kicked Travis's ass because halfway through the season, I said, you know what, screw this. I'm going to have my brother, who really knows football, he does his fantasy football, take over my picks. And then I won what? How much did I win? $5,000? That I never got, by the way. Never got my $5,000 from last year. Because people are going, when are you going to throw your $5,000 out of a helicopter? I never got the money. And now we're doing it again. And I've been asking these guys for the football picks. And they conveniently handed over only a half hour ago, knowing my brother has to be sleeping by now. Because my brother's a night owl.
You got to pick.
Now I have to pick.
The jinx is on.
It's me versus the rest of the guys. For the what? How much this year?
There's a weekly prize now.
Yeah.
For $250.
Oh.
$250,000?
No, $250.
Oh, screw it. Then you guys can handle that. What am I going to do with $250? Please.
Take it.
Do what with it? I said brought to you by Dish Network. Okay. But you guys don't want my brother doing the football picks. There's some controversy here, right?
Well, we wouldn't object if you did them yourself.
Well, last year I goofed around. I was just, picking teams out of a hat and throwing darts, all that dumb stuff. And then I'm like, you know what? I want to win this thing. So I brought my brother in, a ringer, fantasy football ringer.
Well, maybe we'll have the happy medium of not random, but you actually doing your picks.
No.
Okay.
My brother is going to kick your ass.
Wow.
That's right. So wake up, Brother Elmo. I got some games to pick.
I think they're being polite. I think what they really mean
they're
is
not happy.
Make your own goddamn picks.
They're not happy. So you guys don't believe in your own ability to pick games.
I guess you don't either.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
You guys could use whoever the hell you want. Go. I don't care. Go find John Madden walking around on the Upper West Side. He'll do your football picks for you.
John Madden?
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Go ahead, find John Madden. I don't care.
Frank Caliendo.
I still say my brother will kick your asses. I don't care who you use. Use a master computer or something.
Not the master computer.
Throw all the stats in a computer and then see what they come up with. I don't
Spinning wheels
care.
and lights.
But they're all mad because my brother's involved. Tough crap.
Who's mad?
These guys, because they want the money.
Oh.
And that's why I want to win badly. Make sure they don't get the money again.
Oh.
So fun.
Our guys are mad because Elmo's involved?
Yeah.
Because they know he's better?
Yeah.
Oh. Who's mad? Are you mad?
I'm not mad. I'm going to win. Travis, stop.
You're not going to win.
We tied
last year, didn't I?
We tied. That was after half a season where I was doing dumb stuff to get my picks.
You were pretty in there last year.
I was picking games because I like that city. I was there once. That's not how you pick football games.
Sure it is.
No,
Steve led
I was
most of the year, and he didn't know what he was doing.
And I was way behind, and then I got my brother involved, and we came from behind.
I picked the cute quarterback.
The cute tight end.
Yeah, whoever he was most likely, let's just say, cause a problem looking at a poster of.
Steve's method for picking teams last year was based on whether or not the team's name was more intimidating than the other. Like if it was Panthers Falcons, he would assume that a panther could take a falcon.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God,
that's a reasonable way to make picks.
But if it was like, say, it was like the producers versus the closet outers.
All right, here you go.
Sorry, just kidding.
In honor of my engagement, Eagles over the Packers. There you go. My first pick. Say that. Say.
Oh, so you're going with Philly.
And I love Buffalo. Lived there for 3+ years.
Yeah.
For all those Super Bowl years. I'm going Bills at home. There. See, I got 2 picks.
Who the Bills playing, Hope?
Broncos.
Mm.
The rest of these, my brother's gonna have to pick. They're.
Oh, jeez.
Here's that Maggie thing again, and then we did something with it. That airline commercial we played before the break. Listen again.
I'm Maggie. Fly me to New York. You'll love my 2 747s to Kennedy. Fly me.
Fly Maggie. Fly National.
All right, so you got Fly Maggie, right?
That's nice.
And where was she going?
To Europe. So you get to
Europe. Yeah.
So you get to Fly Maggie all
the way to Europe. Yeah.
With that in mind, the boys, reworked the commercial a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm Maggie. Me to New York. You'll love my 2 to Kennedy.
Maggie. Fly National.
See?
See?
That's perfect. All right, where do I sign up? Where is this Maggie?
Yeah, we need no, you don't want to find Maggie.
Old Maggie now?
Oh, boy.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Plenty of trips to Europe.
Let's say hi to Mike in Paramus. His mom was a sky whore. Mike?
Yes, she was.
All right.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Good morning. Yeah.
You hear any stories?
Well, she told me that this airline recruiting, it was Pan Am, came to her finishing school, college, and they told her that, and most of the women there, that this was the perfect way to meet an ideal husband. wasn't a great way to make money. Wasn't good for benefits. It was the best way to meet an ideal husband.
To latch onto a husband. They were all fighting over the flight crew.
it gets better. It gets better. They met in the auditorium, and then they separated them into 2 groups. The hot women and the ugly women. You can tell which ones were to get the job.
Times were so much simpler back then, weren't they?
The hot one who will serve the coffee, and the other one who just has to go out on the wing in mid-flight if there's a problem.
Right, and that's how she met my father, a
rapist.
35-year-old executive. She was 18. Yes, exactly. When she was 18, she met my father.
And what did he do?
He was an executive for Exxon.
Oh yeah, well the thing is, they would meet a lot of people on the planes, on the flights, and if they saw guys in suits and they were conducting some business, you strike up a conversation, you whore yourself out for the night. Nice.
Exactly. And
your mom was a whore.
Yes, she was, and I was made a mile high.
Oh, really? You were conceived a mile high, huh?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
One can hope so.
Maybe you were.
Nah, probably you might have been. You just don't know.
Punch it out, guys.
All right. Hey, we got a Pacific Southwest Airlines commercial using sexy girls to sell tickets. Another one from like the 70s, I guess.
Yeah, that's
it's probably mid to late 70s.
That's when every advertisement is just based on sex. Great.
On the runway with the finalists in our PSA Gives You a Lift pageant. And now, California's 9 most beautiful destinations. Miss PSA San Diego. Miss Ontario. Hi. Miss Los Angeles.
Hello, Ronnie.
Miss PSA Hollywood Burbank.
Left last night.
Miss PSA Oakland.
Hello again.
Miss San Francisco.
Remember your promise.
Hi, Daddy.
And the winner is
Ronnie.
Miss Sacramento.
What?
San Jose. Miss PSA Long Beach. With over 160 flights a day connecting these 9 gorgeous California cities, PSA really puts you in your place.
Ronnie?
Oh, and the winner is a 9-way tie. PSA gives you a lift.
A lift, eh?
Yeah, that's wow.
And they were all just hot chicks, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 9 gorgeous girls in skimpy
Can I
miniskirts.
state the obvious? Women's lib has effed everything up.
Yeah.
You can't get away with that now.
No, it's they're basing air travel. It really has nothing to do with hot chicks.
Right.
It's going from point A to point B on hot chicks.
I think you're wrong, though. I think it does have something. Look at the shape of the plane and look at the hangar. That's not an accident.
Yeah, but the pilot doesn't put it in and out of the hangar a few times. Keep going. Okay, hold on.
Kevin from Connecticut. I'm Judy. Fly me. And when you get halfway there,
I want to go home.
I'm going to say I want to go home.
Turn the plane around. What is that?
That's the commercial.
Oh, that's the commercial? Holy jeez.
Look how short
That's
they're.
60s, man. That's before the 70s.
Look at this.
67?
I don't know.
I'm going to go with the.
I go with early 70s. 72.
That's that early 70s
man.
look.
All right.
Yeah. 60s kind of carried over into the early 70s.
I say 68.
Wow, look how short their dresses are.
Jesus.
Ooh, that one was a little ugly, though.
And that guy was on like every episode of Love American Style.
He was on every sitcom in the early 70s. I don't even know his name.
Creep.
Yeah.
Creep.
Well, here's Maggie.
About the sexy stews.
Whatever happened to Maggie? Well, Brian in Ohio knows. Brian, what's up?
Hey, boys. Love
Hey.
you. Love the show.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah. I hear him. Maggie now works at the Little Shelter out on Long Island.
Is that what happened? Damn.
Let's change her name a little bit.
Calls herself Marge now.
Hey, we got to take another quick break to catch up, I think. You think?
That's a good point. Kevin from Connecticut's making. Some of these airlines still have the original stewardesses from those commercials.
Really?
What the hell happened? They made all kinds of rules where they can't put age limitations on them or weight or anything like that. So you're not getting the good show you used to get.
That pesky women's lib once again.
It was great. They used to bring you stuff, and they'd bring you a little meal and put it down on the tray, and they would smell nice, and their cleavage would kind of, ooh, here's your meal, ooh.
What else?
And then they walk past you, and you'd see that skirt little flapping around a little bit.
Here's a question, Anthony. I'm going to challenge you today. What else has women's lib wrecked?
Oh, Jesus. As far as
think about it after the break.
that goes. Yeah, give me a little time.
All right.
That could put me on the spot.
You don't get the booby shot anymore in movies. Every movie used to have a booby shot. They took that away from us, too. Except Superbad brought it back. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to Superbad. But for the most part, remember, every movie, it didn't matter if it was a comedy, a drama, someone dying of cancer, there was always one booby shot.
I was watching Stripes the other day, and right at the beginning, when Bill Murray comes home and his girlfriend is there, and she's just got her shirt off.
They could have
She's
filmed
wearing
that
panties.
Yeah, they could have filmed that same scene with just a sexy tank top.
Didn't matter. She's just
But it was
got
the booby
nothing on.
shot. Every movie had to have the booby shot.
Fantastic.
Booby chew. Where's my booby chew?
Not booby chew.
Booby chew.
Booby
everybody.
chew stinks.
What? Get this stuck in everyone's head before we go away for the weekend there. And can we play the Pavarotti thing, or is it old now?
What, the Rollin'?
Yeah, hold on. Here's Booby Chew.
It's catchy.
There you go.
Ah.
And there's Bill Murray's girlfriend coming out of a room topless. Look at this.
Oh, here it is.
God bless the internet. There you go.
There it
you don't
is.
have to rent stripes to see the. There's no reason why she had to be topless in that shot.
Yeah, and she's more topless. Yeah,
Just
there
want
it
to
is.
show the rack a little. That's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, that's great
but they
stuff.
don't do that in movies anymore because it's not acceptable anymore.
No.
Hey, well, how about one more play? Because people still talking about Pavarotti.
All right.
Pancreatic cancer.
Still dead.
I gotta say that is, by the way, was a shock. It's just rare that a morbidly obese 71-year-old with pancreatic cancer will go so quickly.
You don't survive the pancreatic cancer.
Where's the pancreas?
It's down there.
It's right around there.
It's right
down
around.
by your duodenum. It's by your duodenum.
Isn't the duodenum the ring around your...
What are you guys talking about?
The duodenum. That's what connects your stomach to your intestine.
Duodenum?
The duodenum.
Sounds like someone Harry Potter fought.
With his word.
The duodenum.
And we were joking about it yesterday, but the paper or a website said that I guess God needed a tenor.
Did he?
Yeah.
Maybe God needed a giant toilet.
That's our bit, by the way. That's ours. No one take that.
Yeah, stop it.
We make fun of the, I guess God needed a blank every time there's somebody that died in the news. But what was the one we said today in the office? There was some horrific thing that happened. We're like, well, I guess God needed another underage girl or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Danny DeVito's going to be on CW11. Is he in studio?
Yeah, of course he is.
That's cool.
Wasn't he supposed
Remember?
to?
Sure
come
he
on our
was.
show?
Yeah, but he had those problems, remember? He had the problem on The View.
Yeah.
So he couldn't make it here, but I promised next time he was back in town he was going
did
to
the View
drop in and do our
yesterday.
show.
Did the View yesterday.
And,
do this today. That's good.
yeah.
I'm going to pick another game.
It's good.
What?
Colts over the Saints. What?
Yeah.
What?
That game was in the past.
Who won?
Colts.
Oh, good
There's
pick.
another- Thank you. Another one for me. No one said it can't be games that are already played. I don't see it in the rules. I picked the Colts over the Saints. There you go. My third pick for this week.
Found a loophole there, I think.
Thanks to Dish Network. One more time. This is Roland singing Ave Maria yesterday in honor of the passing of Pavarotti.
It's haunting.
This made me laugh all day long yesterday.
Yeah.
All day long.
Gratia plenia, Maria, gratia plenia, Maria, gratia plenia, Ave Dominus, Dominus tecum, benita tu in mobasia, et tu benedicia, et tu fractus ventris de Jesus, Ave Maria, yeah, Ave Maria, Mater Dei, ora por nobis Spectrobius, ora por Nobis ora pro nobis Petropius. Ave Maria, nunc et in hor mortuis, et in hora mortis nostra, et in hora matras, et in hora mortras notoris. Ave Maria. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh. Wow. You think he'll get an 11-minute standing ovation? Bravo! 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 El Fatso! El Fatso!
Jimmy is furious.
It's just I'm just disgusted with publicists.
Yeah.
With
the excuses that they make.
You know what? It's
Just
like-
tell us, look, we don't want our people on your show. We
take
would
these
respect you
guys
if you said that.
when they want to promote their awful projects on the phone. And like Danny DeVito is going to be apparently in studio for CW11. I asked Roland, he goes, well, they said he's just doing TV. I'm sick of hearing he's just doing TV.
Just doing
I'm sick of
TV.
hearing that. He wasn't just doing TV when he was promoting whatever it was he was promoting, and he called in.
Yeah.
He said he's going to come back, come in studio. Couldn't get him in studio because he had a problem on The View. So then
He was
yesterday-
drunk.
Yeah, yesterday's on The View again, and then today he's doing this show. It's like they're all liars.
Yeah.
The publicists are liars.
Your
And that's
publicists
their job.
Stink.
Roland, what's up?
Hey.
They're liars.
So, I mean, it's just like scheduling. I mean, your publicist passed on us 3 times. It's just like scheduling for certain people. It just
it's not scheduling though.
That made
because
perfect sense.
I have the advantage.
I mean, that made no sense.
No,
I'm on the road, so I do promotion. Not like he does, but I do enough promotion to understand that when you have X amount of things set up, you can get in. He could get in here. It's absolutely
Well,
possible.
in the defense of there's a writer's strike that is happening, so a lot of them are filming and rescheduling the whole
Understandable.
event.
Absolutely.
Are they though?
Yes.
I get
sorry.
that, but that's not what's happening with him. See, if he couldn't come in because he's right now. He really is in LA shooting because they're away with the writers. That's different. No one's saying that they should fly in, but like Ben Kingsley cancels to do, and they all do it.
And his
that
movie
show.
bombed, by the way.
Good. It should have bombed.
for him.
Or like some of them though, they only have they're in town for like 10 hours and they just do straight TV. Then they fly
Fine.
right out.
I understand if they got to do Regis or Good Morning, but that's not the case here. Like that's a good. That's like saying, well, they're only doing, they're doing Conan. All right, well, all right, but
Yeah.
we're not competing with Conan, so they could do both. The publicists are just liars.
I love all publicists.
I don't like them. I don't respect them.
Liars.
Then why? Why should we take any of their people?
Lie.
Yeah, we don't need them.
No.
It's
We really
annoying.
don't.
We don't need anybody.
That's right.
We do our own thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think Terrence Howard cancels on us, and you know what? His movie stunk.
But he didn't give publicity for anything.
Good. He shouldn't have. It was awful. Richard Gere's in there probably doing publicity for it. Talk about how poignant it is, stupid. That movie stunk.
Which one?
I don't remember that. I blocked it out like it was a childhood episode.
Roland?
The Hunting Party.
Why are
Oh.
you whispering?
Wait,
You just whispered
that
on
came
air.
out
Today.
Oh, good.
Opens
Okay, go see
Friday
it today.
wide?
Yeah, pretty much.
If you want your date to sleep with you, go see The Hunting Party because she'll pass out 20 minutes into
You
it.
saw it?
I went to the premiere.
Oh, how was it?
I've seen better. And I like the Weinstein Company. I think Harvey Weinstein is brilliant. I love him. This movie, I didn't like.
I hear it's kind of a fun buddy movie.
No.
No. There's nothing fun about it.
No?
All right, we got to move on. We got lots to do before we get off the air here. We got Space Shuttle Endeavour. Andrew from Brooklyn on the line. Andrew!
Hi.
What's up, Andrew? Where have
How
you been?
doing?
I'm fine.
How was your trip?
It was great.
Where'd you go?
I just went to the Caribbean.
Oh, you did?
Anthony went to the Caribbean. Where in the Caribbean did you go?
I can't tell.
All right. He can never tell these
No.
things. Why? Because your parents will get mad?
Probably, yeah.
You could tell, like, no one really knows who you are. You could tell, like, what country you were in.
I'm sorry. I really don't want to get my mom and dad mad.
No, it wouldn't get them mad just to say what country. Was it the Bahamas?
No.
Okay. Was it St. Thomas?
I'm just going to say in an undisclosed. I really.
It was St. Thomas, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was St. Thomas. How was St. Thomas?
Isn't St. Thomas beautiful?
No, that was not St. Thomas.
All right. Was it St. Martin?
Antigua.
All right. That place is nice. So you went down there, and who did you go with?
My parents.
Oh, you went with your parents.
And what are their names?
I'm not allowed to tell. I don't want to tell.
That I wouldn't
Andrew,
tell.
how old are you again?
I'm 14.
14. How's school?
Fine.
Fine. What, did you just start again after a nice summer vacation?
Yes. We go back on Mondays for our first day of classes.
What's your favorite subject, Andrew?
History.
Yeah,
history.
Give us a little history. What do you know about history? Give us something interesting.
Well, we have been served by 42 presidents.
What do you say?
What's been what?
We've been served by 42 presidents.
Oh, 42 presidents of these United States. Well, that's pretty good. That's history, all right.
Do you have a fun fact today?
Yeah. Give us a fun fact that's based in history, besides the president thing.
Well, Grover Cleveland was the only United States president to have served 2 terms that were not in succession.
Wait, I hold on a second. What was the guy's first name?
Grover Cleveland.
And what did he served 2 consecutive...
Wait, say it again.
2 terms that were not in succession, as in 2 terms that did not come like one term, and then the next term came right after that one.
But what's the word you use?
Oh.
In what? In successful?
In succession.
Oh, right.
Succession, right.
So that is a fun fact. Okay. I like that.
Wait, there's something I gotta ask you guys.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, you gave, what prize? Wait, do you have any money prizes?
Money prizes?
Why?
Are you a little strapped for cash there, Andrew?
A little bit.
A little bit? What do you need money for? You're just a kid.
I just want to get something.
What do you want to get?
Cool. Something cool for myself.
Like what? What's cool for yourself?
Yeah, what do you want to get?
I just need some money for some future use.
For future use?
What's the most amount of money you're going to give?
200,000.
Well, it all depends. If you give your mom's name, we'll give you how much?
10 $10.
We'll start low.
Look, we got to know what you're going to use this money for if we do indeed ever give money out.
Right.
We don't usually give money gifts to people, but what would you use money for?
Probably get some new techno gadget.
A techno gadget? Like what? What do you like? What kind of toys?
Someone is suggesting that Andrew needs money for future endeavors. Barry from Pittsburgh. What kind of gadgetry?
Probably a DSLR.
A what?
A what?
A DSLR.
DSLR? Hello?
Someone's suggesting he needs the money for speech lessons, but
what is a DSLR?
What is it, Andrew?
A DSLR.
What is that?
A digital single reflex single lens reflex camera.
Oh.
What do you want to take
The
pictures of?
DSLR.
Yeah, what do you want to take pictures of there?
I don't really want to expose my hobby because it will sound boring.
No, it won't.
No, it's
not at all.
fine.
Hobbies are very cathartic.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are a little bit boring, but that's okay.
What do you like to take pictures of?
Like surrounding. Okay, I'll call you back in a future time. Thanks.
Wait,
no. Andrew.
Andrew.
We want to know what your hobby is.
I just like photograph.
What?
You like what? Photographs, she said.
Yeah, but what do you take pictures of?
I love photography.
It's a boring. You guys could find us a boring hobby.
No, we won't. I love photography.
Yeah. What do you like taking pictures of?
Yeah, give us a little insight.
Probably like when I go around certain places and I just take oh boy, this hobby you guys could find is super boring.
No, we won't, because I'm
Not
actually
at all.
going to B&H to look at cameras today, actually.
Yeah.
You have to tell us what you like taking pictures of.
Yeah.
Just tell us, please, Andrew.
Guys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a future time.
Just tell us.
Wait, but before you go, just tell us what you like to take pictures of.
Yeah,
then
you're
you can
looking
hang
for-
up, and we'll see you next time.
Airplanes.
Airplanes.
Wait, okay. Wait, how much money? Wait, can you guys get like? You guys have like $2,000?
We don't have
2 G's, huh?
Is that what is it you want to buy?
He wants to
airplane.
buy his camera.
You know, that's a very dangerous hobby. They don't like it.
They don't like when you take
They
pictures
don't
of
like you taking
airplanes.
pictures of airplanes, Andrew.
What kind of camera are you looking for? RPG.
Actually, that's not my hobby.
What is it? Be honest. What do you need $2,000 for?
Huh?
What do you need to
be honest? What do you need $2,000 for?
I'll probably get a laptop or something.
A laptop.
A laptop, huh?
All right.
No, okay, never mind about this. I'll call back. I'll call back in a future time.
In future time.
All right. You keep in touch with us. All right, Andrew?
Okay, never mind about this.
All right.
I'll call you back.
Never mind. We should just forget it ever happened. Okay. Wipe it from our memory, everybody.
So you don't want the government knowing that you take pictures of airplanes, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not into airplanes. I don't really photograph airplanes.
No, of course not.
All right. Why don't you go about your day there, Andrew?
Where are your parents right now?
Yeah, where are your parents? We need to talk to them.
Mom, they don't want to talk now. My father's at work and Mom is sleeping.
Oh, she's sleeping?
You want to wake her up?
You want to play a cool game called Wake Up Mommy?
Yeah.
No thanks. Bye.
All right.
Wake up. Oh, he hung up.
He is so paranoid.
Wow. Wow.
I think he really does like taking pictures of airplanes.
Yeah.
And it is an innocent...
We scared him a little.
And it is an innocent hobby, but now we got him paranoid. Great.
He likes planes.
He's not going to be calling back anytime soon. Hey, before we leave this side of the show, we got to talk about the ninja burglar. This is a really interesting story.
Ninja.
Yeah, we got a ninja burglar out there.
Yeah, he truly is a ninja, I think.
Yeah.
Man, because I listened to what happened to this guy, and wow.
Yeah.
When you first come into your kitchen in the middle of the night and you see a guy dressed up like a ninja, what was going on in your head? What the F is this?
Yeah, that's what you would say if you walked into your kitchen in the middle of the night and you saw a man staring at you dressed like a ninja and armed with nunchucks.
He hit me right here. And he hit me in the back of the head. What's going through my mind is this guy's a maniac. He's going to try and kill me.
I thought he was advancing.
Right. Can you imagine, though, waking up in the middle of the night, you go to your kitchen, there's a guy dressed in full ninja
Ninja attire.
Attire?
Well, the guy got in through a door. I don't know what. Open door? Did he bash the door in? I hate these home invasions.
Phil Chiolo says the intruder whacked him with the weapon on his shoulder blade. Phil says he fell onto his counter when the burglar bashed him in the back of the head. That's when he reached for a steak knife. The burglar bungled the burglary by falling over this chair, and just as the home invader was about to take a third swing, the victim seized the opportunity to be victorious.
I picked up a steak knife about that long. That's when I stabbed him in the chest with the knife.
Good.
I got him right here. And basically what happened was he got up with the handle sticking out of him and ran out the door.
Hospitals are on alert right now because this burglar is walking around with a stab wound right around here. If you have any information about this nuisance who could be dressed up like a ninja, call Crime Stoppers.
Damn! You just been pwned.
I think he's more than a nuisance, by the way.
Yeah, they call him a nuisance.
Isn't a nuisance like a mosquito? You know? Guy dressed up as a ninja walking around your house in the middle of the night is more than a nuisance.
Ush.
Oh, that's funny, Anthony. By the way, someone's suggesting that Andrew's mom is forever sleeping.
Oh, you think the bottom half might be rotted away?
That would be Rich Manhattan. His mom is forever sleeping, and his dad is dead in his car.
Oh, God. That's not very nice.
We're running out of show, unfortunately.
Oh, there's
didn't
that
mention
music.
the things that Women's Lib ruined.
Oh, yeah, you
Yes.
got a few, Jimmy?
Just a couple thoughts.
All right, Jimmy.
Women's Lib has ruined the toilet scrubbing industry, voting, Jake LaMotta's right hook, and snuff films. That's what Women's Lib has spoiled.
There you go. We got to get off the air.
Ush.
Someone is pissed off at my brother because he's getting married on on opening day for football. That he should have waited for like a bye week for the Jets.
Yeah.
Because we're here in the New York area.
Yep.
And this guy's bitching at my brother, and he's not even invited to the wedding, but he thinks it's a really not a cool thing to do to get married on opening day of football season.
There are going to be people at the wedding, you think, listening?
Taking a peek at the old TV in another room?
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be doing that. Hey, tonight, I guess, oh boy, I guess you're invited to my brother's bachelor party at F.H. Riley's.
Oh, wow.
Where is that?
400 New York Avenue in
Huntington
Village. Yes.
Ush.
Yes. And then, I don't know, if you're a babe and you're on a boat, you might find us way out east, somewhere around Orient Point, fishing with really bad hangovers tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's some smart planning. By my other brother.
Yeah, gets seasick.
Oh, man, hungover on a boat out in Orient Point.
Snug
Good luck.
fish and chum.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be smelling some fish tonight as well.
Ush.
Yes.
Hey, guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Later, man.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Welcome to XM Satellite Radio. Just got a communique from my brother.
What?
A communique?
Huh? Well, I can't. I'm sorry. I
What
can't hear
happened?
you. Let's watch the panic. Because I can't find my headphones. I don't know where my headphones went.
Are you kidding?
They were here for a show that we did. Oh, God.
A mere 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago. I don't know where.
Is that them right over there?
Why is his headphones gone?
Where did they go? Where were they?
Right there.
They were in front of you the whole time. What's wrong with you?
No, they were not.
They were right there.
Why are they? Okay. Oh, no. Is that turned up? Or is that...
Will you
is that
just
all,
freaking put your headphones on?
Is
We
that
got
all
broadcast.
fucked up now? There we go.
We got to broadcast.
That's better.
So,
handled that very smoothly.
The big bachelor party's happening at F.H. Riley's tonight in the heart of Huntington Village, 400 New York Avenue out there on Long Island. And then my brother Scott, there's a major problem happening within my family the last couple of days.
Why?
My brother Quinn, wants to just rock F.H. Riley's tonight.
Mm-hmm.
His twin brother's getting married, so he wants to rock and get fucked up. All right?
Yeah.
Do some of that drinking. And then you got Scott, who lives way out east, and he's got 4 kids.
Oh, boy.
He wants to go on a fishing trip tomorrow morning. See, it's not working out here.
There's a conflict there.
I even, last night at the rehearsal dinner, I'm like, Scott, realistically, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get a lot of phone calls from a lot of brothers saying, I'm not making it.
Mm-hmm.
Because just for the rest of the country, F.H. Riley's in Huntington is about 2 hours away from where Scott wants to take off to do a little fishing. And guess what time he wants the boat to leave?
Well, your fishing always starts early.
He wants to leave, and this is him pushing it at 8:30 in the morning.
That's late.
So we would have to leave Huntington around 6:30 in the morning after being at F.H. Riley's pretty much all night tonight.
Why would you do that?
Is he insane?
That's terrible.
And then he's like, all right, I could push it to 9. I'm like, no, you push it to 1 in the afternoon.
I'll throw in my 2 cents.
And if we don't see any fucking fish, we don't see any fucking fish.
I'll throw in my 2 cents
Who
here.
wants to be
It's
in
a
a
bachelor
boat
party.
hungover?
It's a bachelor party. You do a bachelor party thing. You party. It's at night. You do that. The fishing thing, you could do at some point.
Fishing sucks. Yeah. Nobody wants to fish on a bachelor party day after.
Yeah.
It's too you're
be queasy.
You have to nurse your hangovers, then go to lunch and eat a fish that somebody else sat like a douche in the drizzle for.
Yeah,
no reason to do that. You have to put your
but here's the weird thing. My brother Brett, it's his bachelor party, but it's at his restaurant, so he's not going to fully be able to enjoy himself. He will to a point. So
someone else better take the reins over there.
So then this is like, a way of giving him something else before the big marriage on Sunday. So now I got to communicate from my brother Scott with the 4 kids, who's obviously not going to make it to F.H. Riley's, right? Obviously, he wouldn't plan this if he was coming tonight.
He's got to come tonight.
He should go get a room and stay.
Says G, put out an announcement for an aquatic visual candy. For Brett. Because, see, we can't really have strippers tonight at F.H. Riley's because we don't have the cabaret license, so we still need to get some girlies involved because it's the bachelor party. So now Scott's idea is an aquatic visual candy treat for Brett.
Does he think that you're going to get girls on the water who are just going to flash while you're fishing?
Off of Orient Point?
At 8 in the morning.
Maybe somewhere like at the... I don't know, one of the marinas out there, Watch Hill.
The Great South Bay.
Around Great South Bay. Huntington, the harbor in there. You get something. Northport. But
they're too busy trying to catch Jaws out there in Orient Point.
Off of Orient Point.
The water, shipwrecks out there.
The water is like, you ever watch Deadliest Catch?
Right.
It's not like people are sunning. That's like fisherman area.
On the front of their luxury freaking,
There's a young woman laying out in the sun on the front of the boat as she's being tossed in 20-foot seas.
What does he think? That Quincy has his boat out there in Orient Point?
Touching a flat ass?
Right.
Sam, I think her ass was eaten off by a fly-eating virus. Wait.
Quincy's stupid boat.
This is like a soap opera. So Scott writes, because he's not going to be at FH, it's obvious, put out an announcement for aquatic visual candy for Brett.
Better be mermaids.
We'll be cruising out of Flanders Bay and headed up to...
Stupid Flanders.
And headed up to East Hampton by late morning. If any listeners will be out on the water...
drowning?
We'll hook up with them, provided they have hotties on board.
Hotties.
My brothers are losing their minds.
I just got to say, your brother's, because he's got 4 kids, he's probably a very good family man. He's a little out of touch with the way women are going to behave.
Where hotties are gathering.
Yeah, you're not going to get
hotties.
Gathering of hotties. See, hotties have been drinking and getting deep-dicked on Friday night. They're passed out.
Hotties are land-based.
Yeah.
Any girl that is up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning...
That's right.
She doesn't get many dates, so she's like, what the hell, I might as well get up and do some chores.
She'd be wearing
the hotties, you're right, are trying to figure out how to get all the sperm out of their hair before they take the walk of shame back to their apartment. Because they were too embarrassed to take a shower at the place.
Not a one boat. Right. Never mind girls. They probably won't see another boat.
That is going to be... What does he think it is? Does he think it's the scene of an officer and a gentleman? Like, a bunch of girls are going to drive by and yell,
yeah.
Ooh,
and hey, moon, yeah, it's a party out there off of Orient Point.
Can we get the great Brett Hughes on the phone, please?
Opie's right.
What did your brothers get married?
There are
though?
shipwrecks out there. You're absolutely right. There are shipwrecks.
And my brother's looking for hotties at 8:30 in the morning after a Friday night.
Is Orient Point near the Hamptons?
Oh, it's so far. It's North Shore.
It's Two Forks.
But
that's the North Fork.
People know what Long Island looks like. It looks like a fish, and the back end of Long Island looks like the fins of the fish, and it's the top fin. It's the point of the top fin, which pretty much goes out into the North Atlantic.
Right.
So it's real ocean that he's next to.
It's yeah.
And the water is really cold.
Yeah, real cold water.
Really cold.
It's an awful, awful place.
How far is it from Manhattan?
Oh God!
By boat or what?
You probably want to go east.
Honestly,
to get to Manhattan, it's quicker.
Honestly, without traffic from here to Orient Point, it would take you at least 2 hours. That's without traffic.
Doing like a good clip.
A good clip, right?
How about
Oh my
Labor
God!
Day weekend, you think, on a Friday afternoon?
Labor Day weekend, Friday.
2.5 hours.
Leave right now for next Labor Day weekend. It would be.
You know how you're talking
probably
about crying in traffic?
5 hours.
You'll be dehydrated from all the crying you do.
I would say
It's
5
awful.
hours.
So, and I got to get to the bottom of this because we can't party all night at FH and then go fishing first thing tomorrow morning. We just can't do that.
That's a silly thing to do.
Right.
Don't even try.
Huh?
Don't even try that.
Well, I got to get Brett on the phone. If hopefully he'll answer.
Because then you're going to have two things done half-assed. Because you'll be thinking, we got to go fishing tomorrow, can't get wild. And then you're going to ruin the party part of it. And then the fishing's going to be ruined because you're going to be all hungover anyway.
Right.
So just go with the party.
So we know what you want to do. We know what your brother Quinn wants to do.
Well, Quinn is the party animal. Quinn could drink all night, and he'll be just the chipper one on the boat tomorrow.
Well, he doesn't want
He's
to go
that
to the
type
boat,
of
does
guy.
He's not for the boat, is he?
He's up for everything. He's always been up for everything. That guy is an animal.
So Quinn wants to go on the boat.
I'm a loser, man. A few drinks, and I'm not getting up for a boat trip. Brett's
let
somewhere in
them
the
go.
middle, I believe.
Let them go. Have fun.
And then Elmo has already said, Brother Elmo said, fuck that. I'm a night owl. I'm not doing the boat thing.
He's just going to look for some big, hairy muff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, now I can say it. My brother loves that hairy snatch.
Earlier today, during the
Loves
other
that hairy
portion of the
snatch.
program, we were talking about the girl from High School Musical.
Yeah.
And how they've got naked pictures of her now.
Let me see if my brother Scott wrote back.
And I kind of like her natural triangle bush.
Yeah.
But we're talking about how you guys think it's too wide.
I like to remove
because she doesn't shave it. And we found out that Elmo, through Opie, it said that Elmo likes big, hairy, fucking big, hairy bush.
The hairier, the better.
The hairier, the better.
No joke,
He
man.
doesn't want it trimmed at all?
He's sleeping. I would love to get
When
him.
he eats muff, he looks like Honest Abe.
Hey, someone's pushing for line of the day for the Opster. The hotties are too busy getting sperm out of their hair.
That is a good one.
Thank you, Fatty McButterpants.
And
from
true.
Houston. So
I'll just stick a tissue up my
went
nose.
straight to voicemail.
So
We got to get
annoying.
Brett on the phone so we can find out what's going on. Someone call Brett, please.
That would be awful.
How about call the
fishing.
restaurant?
Hate it. Just sit there and hope a fucking thing swims up. And...
I think I got a nibble. I felt a nibble.
All right, give a little give on the line. Have a little give.
All right, set the hook.
Both of those.
It's fucking dumb fishing.
You lost your bait.
John.
I was always losing my bait. And then you'd sit there not knowing when you lost your bait. Could have been the second the hook hit the water. And you were sitting there for half an hour with a hook with no bait on it, just being useless.
You know what, though? You didn't actually lose the bait.
What happened?
It was in another man's mouth.
What?
Just a callback because you would, wiggle the bait.
All right, from the other thing. You got to wiggle the bait to catch the fish.
Right.
Yes.
Listen, we got some dude from Port Jeff. He knows a little bit about fishing.
Port Jeff is a nautical city.
Douche Nozzle would like to know if Elmo also likes smelly cunts. Jesus, douche.
Good question. Does he like a scented vag?
Are you suggesting that if a vag is very hairy, that it probably is smelly?
It can be because hair will
I'm not
trap
saying
the
it
sweat
couldn't
more. You're much more likely to stink. That's what I'm going to say. It's much more likely.
Now, with the bush from the High School Musical girl, That doesn't look like it's thick enough.
I know, but it's
stink.
too wide,
It's
though,
just
man.
awful.
The
No, it
wideness is what bothers me. Hey, really fast, because the instant feedback is going to update and fuck
That's
this
a
up.
nude girl.
And real fast, John B. from Port Jeff, he knows the thing about fishing. He says, it's the fucking outer continental shelf. The ocean drops off to nothingness. No one but dirty fishermen will be out there. There's going to be no fucking hotties for you guys to look at. Thank you, John B.
People that go out there, their names end up on plaques that crying families visit every year.
But Scott insists that the hotties show up. What, in between?
The hotties showed up at 7:45.
Yeah, the hotties are going to show up in between trying to catch fish that are see-through.
This fish with lights on their head.
Right.
Or Elmo. He likes a cunt that looks like Rick Rubin's mouth and smells like a chum bucket.
No, it's great. I know Elmo went to bed. He's usually up listening to the show live, but he can't even defend himself today. I love it. I love it.
You guys have had the brotherly discussions like that? A couple of beers, and you go, you know what I like? I like a big, hairy fucking cunt.
I don't get that.
And then the conversation just stops.
Kind of surprised. Kind of surprised a few of the brothers when that one came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was in agreement.
I don't see anything wrong with that right there.
I won't even look at it.
It's not like if she shaved it, it wouldn't be great or even better. I'm not saying that. You don't mistake what I'm saying. Look, it's a big zoom up.
I'm not going to look.
There's no. Now it's zoomed. It's zoomed way in.
I'm more turned on looking at Richard Gere's glasses.
No,
than I
you're
would
not.
Be that fucking
Look,
fat.
speaking of Richard Gere, look at the gerbil in her lap.
That's nice.
She
has nice legs.
What's wrong with it? It's a naturally shaped, very thin hair. It's not big, thick, matted hair.
I will
There's
say this.
nothing wrong with that bush.
I got a massage one time from a girl. It was an Essalon massage. And
A what?
Essalon, which is typically you're both nude.
What the fuck word is Essalon for both
What is
being
this
nude?
dude?
Well, they can't
Massage or something?
But the girl
Wait, is it an official thing? You could get a
Well, it's a
Essalon?
California-based thing. I don't think it's legal for both to be nude in this country. I mean, I'm sorry, this state.
Right.
But the girl had a hairy pussy like that. It wasn't a mess, but it was. She had natural hair, and it was sexy to look at. I'll say because I'm so used to seeing bald, shaved pussies. It's obviously a while ago. That it was kind of a nice switch. But that said, I knew I wasn't going to have to put my face in it consistently. Maybe once I would fucking, I'd lap at it.
You eat ass.
More than most people eat breakfast.
but I'm saying, is it a problem with the look? Is it a problem with the smell that you think emanates from hairy pussies, or is it eating? Is it eating bush like that?
I like fucking big lips in my mouth. I don't like the way hair feels. I want nothing. That's why I like an asshole. It's smooth. I like fucking big pronounced pussy lips, and I like nothing blocking me from sucking the lips. I like to get the clit, all of it. I hate having to fucking move hair. Or you
fish around in there with a machete.
Yeah, it's just fucking annoying. It's like, look, evolution chart pussy, get rid of this. We don't need it.
I think you probably have a good point as far as the going down on a chick that has a hairy bush like that, because you will be like, there will be things that get going on. But I think that initial look, and I think it stems back to my youth and looking at like Penthouse and Playboy from back then. The girls all had bushes like that. And of course, Buzz, when I pulled the sheets down the first time I saw an actual, naked woman like that, forget about it.
Yeah.
That was the 70s.
Yeah.
So I'm talking, wow.
And all that hair hid the cock.
No, there was no cock there. That's preposterous that you would insinuate that the first woman that I was with had a cock.
She's pretty, man.
Hey, lots of instant feedback coming in. I'm trying to get a brother on the phone. I'm not having much luck, but
because none listen.
Steve from
no, he meant
one of his own.
yes.
Steve from Bayshore, who will be at the bachelor party
He's
tonight.
very white. I saw some of his medals last night.
Yeah, I think at this point women are invited to the bachelor party too.
Yeah, hey, come on
because
down, girls.
We need something to look at. Instead, it's gonna be a bunch of guys standing around with some fucking beers in their hand.
Let me just help up. That's not a good selling point to get women down. Women are invited because we need something to look at.
Yeah.
How about ladies? Come on down. A free drink.
By the way, we are gonna be a little red carpeting Not everyone's getting in. Girls with short skirts get in.
Oh,
That's
you're going
right.
to set up a velvet rope?
That's right.
Like it. But nice.
But if you're wearing one of Elmo's shirts, you get in with.
Oh.
Hey, E-Rock, you going? Yeah, E-Rock's going. All right, here. Steve from Bayshore, he writes, Hey, tell Barnacle Scott the Sailor to put off the maritime exploits and come party at FH.
Barnacle Scott.
And come party at FH tonight.
Yeah, what the hell's he doing out there in the North Atlantic?
And then Matt from Queensbury. He's good for one. You guys need a compromise. Party and drink all night at FH Riley's. Good so far. Beat a prostitute to death. Good. Then in the morning, go out on the boat to throw her in the ocean.
Dump her body.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
Or you drink all night, you fucking jam your hand up a chick's skirt, and then in the morning you smell your fingers, and there's no difference between that and having been out on the boat fishing around for worms and fucking an occasional trout. Your fingers stink and you're not seasick. Go wash them.
Hey, wow, someone that listens very close to the show on the instant feedback, he goes...
Going fishkin.
He goes, Will Blank, trying to protect someone here.
Yeah.
Will Blank be giving any more strippers strep throat?
Someone gave a stripper strep.
Yes.
I don't remember that one.
Hey, we talked about it on the air.
Old reference.
It was before a marriage.
Oh, well, then, everything's fine.
And then you got Pat from Menaki. He writes,
Hey, Pat.
He writes,
Hi, guys.
You can't stay up with the Owls at night and soar with the Eagles in the morning. And then he writes, yuck.
Truer words haven't been spoken, except you're a douche, Pat.
Yeah. A lot of things you can't do. Like you can't be a good carrier pigeon when you're missing a claw. Or a fucking hoof.
One
Whatever
talon.
pigeons have. Talon.
One talon is
tootsie.
missing.
By the way, we're making rules to get into FH tonight. If you've been fucked by Master Poe in the parking lot, you're not allowed in tonight.
No, that
Just
means
making
you're a trooper.
special rules.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, if you've been shallow dicked by Master Poe in the parking lot, you should be allowed in. You absolutely should be allowed in because that means you're a goer.
Hey, here's Poe.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
I like that. I got no problem with fucking Master Poe giving some chick a mediocre fucking in the parking lot. Good boy.
A shallow dickin'.
Damn, you just been pwned. Ush.
Oh. How does a girl know when he's about to come in her asshole?
Ush.
Poe.
And then, of course,
yeah,
after the ush.
Damn, you just been pwned.
And get out.
Yeah, let's,
Oh, my God.
Master Poe.
That is funny.
Let's go to Scott in D.C. Scott.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Man, what are you guys going out on the Elmo Fitzgerald tomorrow?
Yeah, Elmo Fitzgerald.
But brother,
it's hauling pubic hair across Lake Michigan.
Saying, fellas, it's 2 rubs to feed you.
My brothers are insane.
At
Hauling another load of cunt hair.
At 7 p.m., the main barber came in.
We're leaving from Flanders Bay. Look on a map. Where the hell's Flanders Bay?
Flanders Bay is out there. Isn't that where the stupid duck was? The Flanders duck?
I don't know. So maybe it's not Orient Point where the shelf drops off to nothingness.
The shelf, it just kind of goes deep, right?
Yes, the continental shelf.
How far out is that?
It's pretty far.
No, but how far out from the beach?
From land?
Yeah.
It varies, but I think if you go about
100 yards.
100 yards.
Perhaps more.
No. I would think out there it's probably a couple of miles before it really just drops off into sheer nothingness and abyss that will gobble up anything.
But before it drops off, how deep is it? It's still very deep.
How deep is you? I'm not sure.
I don't care.
Probably
shelf.
could be 3-4 feet.
I love how
perhaps more than that, Ant.
I love how people get creeped out over deepness, but anything over 5'11", in my case, is deep enough.
Ush.
Like, what's the difference between 20 feet of water and a mile.
Exactly.
Straight
Yeah.
down.
Thinking about it, though.
True.
When you think you have a mile below you, think if you're a mile in the sky. That's scary.
No, I'm just telling. Can we get audio of that?
Yeah, we will.
Oh, no.
Hold on, because Dirty Joe.
Regis.
Dirty Joe, I got to give him a chance at the line of the day.
Uh-huh.
He writes, Elmo goes down on a chick and looks like the Geico caveman when he comes up.
That's funny.
Brian from Jersey, FH stands for fucking hurting too much to go fishing at 8 a.m.
No, FH is fucking hairy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm...
Continental shelf is average of around 400 feet. So that's what you get. But then it drops off like, woof. Woof, forget about it.
Oh, good.
That's that Titanic depth, you know?
We got someone from Southold on the line. James. Southold for the rest of the country is very close to Orient Point. What do you got, James?
It's out by where you go pick pumpkins there, Opie. Hey, boys, the real Captain Quint, Frank Mundus, was out here last weekend showing off his boat that he caught Jaws from. It's probably about 60, 70 feet out before you hit the shelf.
60, 70 feet. It's further than that.
No. I mean, the water off of Orient Point is probably 60, 70 feet where the ferries go off to Moses.
Oh, 60, 70 feet deep?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Oh, you said there's a boat that takes you to Connecticut from Long Island, right?
Yeah.
How long of a ride is that?
They got the speed jets over there. They get you there in about 45 minutes.
From Long Island to Connecticut?
Yeah, but the problem is you got to drive all the way to the end of Long Island to get this.
I know.
But I mean,
So
you
at
live
that
out
point,
there.
you might as well drive around. This is so
Or take
local.
an airplane.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're entertaining even talking about local shit.
I think we are, too.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
People love hearing this.
I believe.
We're just talking about fucking our...
How about those Long Island iced teas, huh?
Ah, hey.
More than
Thank
one.
you, rest of the country. Thank you.
More than one. Forget about it.
Never got a thank you from anybody in, like, Michigan or somewhere going, Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, what did Michigan ever give us?
I've spent so many nights on my bathroom floor throwing up because of Long Island iced teas, and I didn't even get a thank you.
Why don't you guys go to Gardiner's Island? What's that, a little island off Long Island?
Gardiner's Island?
You didn't say Gardiner's Island.
You don't want to
did
go to Gardiner's Island.
Actually, Plum Island is the bad one.
Plum Island.
Where's Plum Island?
Oh, yeah.
Plum Island's where they... That's the one they promised to
Hannibal Lecter?
to take Hannibal Lecter to.
Dude, they do animal testing on Plum Island.
Gardiner's Island's no treat, is it?
Wait, which one? What's Gardiner's Island all about?
Gardiner's Island is off of more towards like Connecticut there. It's just
I
like
know where it is, and people could Google it, but what's the deal with Gardiner's?
What do they do there?
all I know is there's a golf course there. That's about it.
Is there?
Plum Island, my uncle works on Plum Island. He's like the janitor guy out there.
Oh, great.
But
Yeah,
that's
Plum
where,
Island.
which one?
Painted monkeys.
Which one does the animal testing where it's creepy?
Plum.
Every once in a while, you're in a boat and you see this Plum Island and there's really nothing on it, and it just looks creepy.
Plum Island,
And as-
creepy.
and as
There's
you're
rain
sailing
clouds
off
over
of,
the island at all times.
And as
Zoom
you're
in
sailing
on Gardiner's Island there.
As you're going off of Orient Point, the deers are swimming back across from Plum Island full of diseases.
How far out is Plum Island, sir?
Not that far, Jimmy.
From Orient Point, maybe a mile.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's right
There ain't much there on Gardiner's Island, huh?
As you're on the ferry going over to the casinos or New London, you go right next to it.
Zoom in more.
And what's up with Gardiner's Island?
Yeah, what is it? What's there?
I think
There's
a lot
nothing
of
there.
gardens-
Why?
What the hell's there?
It's the year 2007. Something should be there.
I want to build a comedy club.
Wow, imagine that.
Jimmy's Joke Nest.
Jason from Rye, Michigan is saying that Strong Island is for queers.
Ah.
Getting real local right now.
See? We're upsetting people.
And a
Jason
lot of
from
Michigan
Rye to
people
go.
are checking in. Asshole Michigan gave you Stephen Lynch.
And Seinfeld.
And Cars.
And fucking Rob Bartlett.
Yes.
And Opie.
Right.
And Anthony.
Me?
And Eddie Murphy. Long Island gave you Eddie Murphy.
And fucking Cab Calloway.
And
I don't know.
Tell Me What You Want, Zebra.
Really?
Find
Not
Plum
forget.
Island.
Twisted Sister.
You got to go out further. He doesn't even know how to use Google Map.
I don't either, actually, because I can never zoom
Zoom
in that
out.
far at home.
Keep zooming out.
No, don't. What are you looking at the water for? What are you going to Plum Island? What are we going ice fishing? Stop
Do you know even know where Plum Island is?
Why are you?
Is that it?
Why are you in?
Zoom in on it.
You're in Africa.
Find what's on it. I want to see if there's like laboratories on it.
Yeah.
Find a laboratory.
That's right. Laboratory.
A laboratory.
They're trying to close Plum Island.
Why? If they're doing research,
How do you close an island?
Yeah.
Because they're just going to make it go away, if you know what I mean.
Oh, is that the facility? Look at that.
Look at that. That's where the animal
Zoom
testing
in
goes.
further.
That's right. I want to see license plates.
Not enough security. Who's going there?
That doesn't. Hold on, I'm sorry to interrupt you, buddy.
It's like a waste treatment
That
plant.
doesn't look like a good zoom. It looks like a fucking painting.
I know.
That's not a good zoom in.
It looks like a kindergarten doing some painting.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I want a better picture. I want to zoom in and see the teeth of a chimp as it's yelling "ow." I want to see a chimp fucking yelling "ouch." Why did I do the same joke twice?
Yeah, they do like anthrax testing out there, and
Oh,
they have
really?
all kinds
Oh,
of.
yeah.
It's all kinds of highly
Foot and mouth
contagious
disease.
animal diseases that they have out there, and they do all kinds of experiments and testing with it. So it's very dangerous.
I want to open. I want to open a. I want to open
fuck
some
up.
sort of a lunch shack on Plum Island.
You want a Plum Island lunch shack?
Yes, I want to have a lunch truck. It's a portable lunch shack truck that I go out there with every day at 2:00 for lunch and snacks for the boys.
I want the only hot dog truck.
Yes, a hot dog truck right on that dirt road.
Right there.
At the end of the little spike there. Look, keep going. I want to be there.
My
right,
hot
it's
dog
at the
truck.
end of a little peninsula.
That's
Off
right.
of exit 70 with 5 kids.
Oh, good callback.
I want to have just a push cart. It's not even a truck. It's a push cart with a bell where I sell snacks and chimp finger trinkets to people who work there.
Would you have sauerkraut?
I would have. It's going to
Yes.
be nothing but sauerkraut and Milky Way candy bars. Get your Milky Way kraut treats.
And then an infected severed monkey head on your aerial antenna.
That's how you would advertise your hot dog truck.
Yeah.
The monkey teeth chatter. As if I shake the cart over rocky road, like.
All right, James, we got to let you go.
Bye,
man.
James.
All right, boys. Be good.
Yes, I don't know how we got off on that tear. Oh, well, we were talking about the fishing.
Let's go to
Yeah,
Tucker.
blow off the fishing, just do the
How
bachelor
about
party.
this? You go to Plum Island and you open like a portable pussy shop, but you make it like really like a multi-million-dollar warehouse just full of different portable fuck dolls.
Right next to Hoof and Mouth and Anthrax. Great.
Let's say hi to Trucker Dave. Trucker Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Howdy. I was just looking
Howdy.
at my Rand McNally map where you guys are talking about, and it says Plum Island is a federal animal disease center.
Yeah. Sounds fun, huh?
Oh, yeah, where everybody should adopt a pet from.
Mr. Lecter?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
We have to see birds.
Under SWAT team surveillance,
Later.
of course.
Of course.
All right, we're going to try to get one of my brothers on the phone to get to the bottom of this bachelor party that's turning into a disaster.
What's more?
I know it's going to end with my brother cooking food for everybody because he's that type of guy.
Poor bastard's going to be doing all the work.
Yeah.
He's not going to have any fun.
Yeah.
How about this? Why don't you guys, instead of fishing, how about you compromise and you go to the library and everybody gets their favorite book?
Ooh.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice evening.
I'd love to arrange someone's bachelor party and just make it awful like that. Like we're all going to sit in the park and eat ice cream bars, and then we go to a library and get our favorite book.
And they're all looking at you like, okay, when's it happening?
Yeah.
When is the big, reveal happening? And it just doesn't.
It just doesn't.
You say, take it easy.
Little observation about the listeners, just like us,
Yeah.
they try to outdo each other.
Yep.
It's a known fact. We try to outdo each other every day on the show, right?
Of course.
So you had that fine...
No, we don't.
Geico, yes, we do. We had that very nice Geico caveman line that came in, right?
Yes.
With my brother Elmo going down on a chick, coming up looking like the Geico caveman.
Apparently.
Brilliant
according
line.
To Opie, he likes the hairy bush.
Brilliant line. Redding has to take it too far. When Elmo fists a girl, he likes to look like he's wearing look like he's wearing furry handcuffs.
Mittens. I like the caveman better.
You do?
Yeah, but I liked where the fisting one was coming from, which
Yeah.
was just a place of rage and loneliness. Fisting, by the way, I saw a video recently.
By its very nature.
By its very nature is.
And I saw a double fisting in the ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. I don't get, like, how you come to realize that one fist in my asshole is not sufficient.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to lard up your other hand and just be silly? One girl, I put 4 fingers in a girl, and it was fucking...
In her
it's
ass?
one thing that kind of goes...
In her ass?
Yeah, no, in her pussy.
Oh.
No, I think in my one girlfriend's ass years ago, I got 4 fingers in, but my nails were scratching her. I pulled my hand out, and it was bloody, and I was fucking...
Oh, wow.
God.
Okay.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
I was dipping. It was like
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
Dipping.
My thumb was tucked in. My thumb snuck in behind my other fingers. It was like the little kid brother of the other fingers that snuck into the club. But it wasn't a real fist, though, because it wasn't closed.
Yeah, it's like when you're trying to slip off handcuffs.
Yeah.
The hand you make, you got to really thin it out.
Yeah. Hey, a couple of things before the break. Jeremy in Jersey. I wonder if this is true. Jeremy, speak.
Good morning, boys. Good morning. The conspiracy is that Lyme's disease is escaped from Plum Island. It was a man-made disease or something like a germ.
Why? I've heard that about AIDS, too, and everything else. Why would
Everyone
Lyme's
says that about
disease,
everything.
which doesn't exist...
Birds flew from the island across the sound over to Lyme, Connecticut, and ticks bit them, and then it transferred to deer, and then so on and so forth.
That's wonderful. That's why we got to kill every bird.
That is odd that they put this disease island so close where birds can just like fly right from the island,
right,
after eating some diseased crap,
right,
and then fly over here.
Well, I'm sure that they have it worked out where that doesn't
Yeah, I'm
happen.
sure they do.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that
I'll punch
place
it
has
out.
been open since like the
Congratulations,
1800s.
Now, the birds have to actually register and shit. It's a really weird thing. Birds are not allowed to fly around without ID.
Civilization's going to end because some dude was too hungover to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Be in charge of the key at one of these fucking facilities and fucking...
Like the Stand.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
get
He's gonna,
Captain Trips.
I like that a lot, but I hate what he called the one guy walking dude.
Yeah.
I just didn't like that.
He wrote that in the 70s.
I know. It's a really brilliant book, but Mother, whatever her name was, who was the old black lady?
Mother Abigail.
Mother Abigail and the walking dude.
Yeah.
I prefer it.
Yeah.
Pennywise was a great character.
Or how about Satan?
What do you prefer?
It's my favorite Stephen King book.
What-
Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Which one?
Oh, Pennywise is great. Just loves the children.
I was doing an Abbott and Costello.
Oh.
I didn't even get it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't get it? How'd you read it?
Hey, let's say hi to Cindy and Belmore. Cindy.
Cindy, hi. How you guys doing?
Good, what's up?
Love your show. Is the restaurant open for the public tonight if I wanted to come by for dinner, or is it closed party?
How many...
Geez, something tells me she won't have to drive far.
How many guys can you blow in an hour?
Wow.
Whoa. How many do you have?
Cool.
I love your show, guys. And I
Wait
have
a
one
minute.
for
Hold
Anthony.
on. How are you going to get from Bayshore?
Belmore.
Yeah, I know. I said Bayshore. She sounds like she's from Bayshore.
Oh, well,
But Belmore is very similar.
Yeah, Belmore is...
Belmore, you go on the Seaford Oyster Bay.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Anyone that sounds like this, and I'm sorry about the local. We're doing it's our local show Friday. We're doing, but anyone that sounds like this girl right here has to take the Seaford Oyster Bay to get anywhere.
There's no way you could be hot. Yeah.
How high is your hair?
How high?
Yeah. Do you tease it up?
Absolutely. Put nice
Yeah.
spray on it.
I
It's
thought
gorgeous.
so.
Beautiful.
Do you have one of? Do you have one of those necklace nameplates?
Used to. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you
Hottie
did.
number one. Hottie number one.
Do you
I
have?
love your show, folks.
Do you have
What?
fingernails with those wacky designs on them?
Yeah.
Where they have to
Do
get
you
the
like
tiny
it?
little.
No, I don't like the wacky designs on it.
Did you at one point have big, long fingernails?
Oh, the claws? No, I wasn't into the claws.
Where's your tat?
Tat?
Tattoo.
Oh.
Tattoo.
Tattoo. We don't believe in tattoos either. We don't do tats. But
Wow.
I'm afraid of needles. No. And
You don't belong down there.
Wait, do you have
except
a
for the voice.
Do you have a tattoo of Meadowlark Lemon's autograph surrounding your asshole?
No, that's your style.
Meadowlark Lemon. Wow. It's just a nice long name that he could start right by the bottom of one cheek, and he could sign right around your
All the
asshole
way around
perfectly.
her asshole.
Yeah,
Just a
I'll
hole.
do it in permanent ink.
All right. Why don't we? We're going to take a break. Yeah.
Anyway, are we
Come
allowed
on
to
by.
come in for dinner, or we can come by? And
Yeah,
we'll
come
do
on
well and
by.
everything?
Come on, boy.
Come on, boy.
Come, boy.
All
Take
right.
the Seaford Oyster Bay north until you get into Huntington. Actually, you'll get into Oyster Bay. You'll get into Oyster Bay, and you can hop right on 25 on Jericho Turnpike and just
I know,
take that.
I know the back roads, Woodbury Road, all the way up.
Take Woodbury. You know what? The police.
If she knows the back road, she's a drinker,
You're
man.
a drinker. You played
God
police
bless ya.
Pac-Man many a night.
God bless you.
You lush.
All right,
I
there,
won't blush,
Cindy.
I promise.
Blush. Oh, okay. All right. We'll see you. We'll see you tonight, stupid.
Ann, are you showing up?
Huh? I've
Thought
that
about
man,
it?
no, I couldn't even fake it. No, I don't know. I don't know what my plans are this evening.
What are you after in the area?
I want to
Stop
go
by.
out, but I am so fucking tired.
What's a Friday, though?
I know.
But here's what you can do. You
I got
nap
a
when
nap.
you get home. You go over, you have a
But
piece
then
of
I
cake.
gotta. It's gym day. It's gym today.
Yeah, but you're not going to work out until 9 at night. You work out, you take a nap, you get up, you go over, you have a cocktail. Perhaps a piece of cheesecake. Champagne cocktail. Maybe you go over, you have some turtle soup, which is an F.H. Riley special.
Hey.
Or perhaps you have a little lemon drop soup.
Oh.
I've been eating key lime pie lately. That fucking shit is good. What? I'm telling you, my girlfriend ordered it.
But she don't gain a pound, that girl.
It really annoys me.
And you can't pick at her stuff.
I do. I have little bites of it.
Just little bites. 800 little bites.
This is why my girlfriend should be kicked.
You gotta take a break, don't we?
My girlfriend will eat an entire dessert, and then she'll leave like fucking 2 bites of it and convince herself she has willpower. It's like, hey, stupid, you'll have a piece of crust. You're not dieting.
She's got abs, though. She's doing something right.
She's been eating like shit for 8 months now, and she still has the little V. It really annoys me.
Hey, Sam from FBA, he writes, my brother Elmo there, right? Brother Elmo likes to think of eating pussy as cotton candy with a surprise in the center.
Yeah, with 2 mating slugs in the middle of it.
You know what's great about this show? My brother is sleeping right now, and he
doesn't even know.
He's got his own network of fans. Oh, are they going to kill him later?
They're all just going to kill him later.
On his MySpace.
Dude, so you like the big hairy muff.
You slept through a good one, dude. It's Opie and Anthony. Get us out of here. All right, it's Opie and Anthony on XM Satellite Radio. Matt is back from Queensbury. On the instant feedback, he writes, when Brother Elmo goes down on a girl, he likes it to look like he's singing a duet with Chris Christopherson.
Singing a duet.
And we got my other brother on the line, finally. Hey, Brett.
What up?
We're talking about Brother Elmo and how he likes Harry Bush.
So freaking ridiculous.
We were just talking.
We're hanging out at F.H. Riley's, a bunch of brothers and some friends, and all of a sudden, Elmo admits this, and he didn't get any support from anyone around.
No, huh?
No, and he has admitted the hairier the better, right?
Oh, yeah. He likes when you wear bikinis and the hair actually sticks out the sides and through the...
Oh, no.
He freaking loves that.
He doesn't want a pussy.
Box.
He wants a Jewish man's head. What's the matter with him?
He wants payas coming off of the side of the pussy. Wow, so he really likes it thick and hairy.
Yeah, smelly, everything. He just loves that. He loves natural, he calls it. Not natural.
He calls it, what does he call it again? What?
Not natural.
Yeah.
Wait, he likes it stinky?
What's that?
He just likes it natural. He likes to just get in there.
So what's going on?
Well, last night was good.
Yeah, but I gotta get to bed pretty soon because I guess we're going fishing in the morning.
Dude, what?
I get to bed.
Scott,
come on.
Scott's insane.
I got to be in bed by noon to be up by 3.
Yeah, fuck that.
So I get the rope on the side of a boat.
Yeah, that's what you'll all be doing.
It's like, wow, great, thanks. Thanks for the bachelor party.
This is great. Does the thing sink?
Out in the calm waters of the fucking North Atlantic.
Right. Unbelievable.
I actually had a nightmare last night that we were adrift and I couldn't get back and I was going to miss my wedding and we just kept floating further and further out to sea.
Uh-oh.
One of those dreams, yeah.
That's just one of those, anxiety dreams.
Yeah. Hey, how's the future mother-in-law? She's all right today?
She's okay. She's a little upset.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. That's just sucked last night.
They've been pulling that gag out there for a while now, breaking windows when women leave purses on their seats.
They definitely stalked it. There's no question they were waiting there. They hit the most expensive car, and at the time period that we're there for a half an hour tops, hit and run. We all searched the woods. If we found them, forget it. But the guy was gone, or girl. It was ridiculous. But what are you going to do, I guess? I tried on my tuxedo this morning, my pants.
Yeah.
And look like MC Hammer. That's how huge they are at the top.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I guess you guys have been trying to get in touch with me, but I was at the tuxedo place banging on the door trying to get in. They don't even fit. It's ridiculous. And they taper all the way down to the bottom. I look exactly like MC Hammer. They're so narrow at the bottom, you can see my socks. Before you even
And then big balloon pants up top.
My brother Brett's going to look like a genie at his own wedding.
Hey, but we're going fishing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Well,
do you want to fish tomorrow?
Yeah, a lot of people were saying just get Brett on the line and whatever he says goes.
Yeah, you're the law.
It becomes a point where everyone tries to please you, and then it quickly swings where you try to please everyone else. So I think my brother...
Fuck it, what do you want to do?
I kept telling Scott last night, I'm like, Scott, you're going to get a lot of calls from a lot of brothers tomorrow saying I'm too hungover to make it all the way out to Orient Point.
Yeah. We're originally going to go shark fishing, where you get strapped down in the chair at 5 o'clock in the morning and go about 3 miles off.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I've been drinking all freaking night long. Who's going to go to sleep?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, then you'll get the good idea. We ought to just stay up. And then you're exhausted, tired, trying to fight a shark. That's a good idea.
I better keep drinking.
Yeah. Dude, the best thing, keep drinking.
That way you don't feel your hangover.
Yeah. And then we'll drive fucking 50 miles more out east with local cops that don't fucking take PBA cards.
Now we're supposed to go, I think, into Riverhead now. Now I think we're supposed to toot around in Riverhead.
Oh, really?
Did you hear that one?
No.
Is Riverhead out there?
Riverhead?
How about he gets a fucking boat in Northport? Local again for everybody. Look at that. Very local show today.
Why don't you guys just go to Manhattan and fucking, tomorrow morning, just fucking take the Staten Island ferry? Or just go, take Circle Line and circle New York.
Circle Line. Fishing off of it.
Yeah, just show each other where the Empire State Building is.
Chester's Liver checking in. He writes, Elmo will only go fishing if he can catch some bearded clam.
It doesn't end. I love it.
A fucking sea urchin comes up on the boat. He tries to make out with it.
He'll be fine after a little hair of the pussy that bit him.
Elmo likes to pretend that he's tongue-kissing Chewbacca.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know what's wrong with him.
He just likes it.
Yeah.
Some guys like the big bush.
As far as tomorrow goes, I don't know what to tell anybody. If we're going to Riverhead to toot around in the harbor with probably red tide and dead fish all over the place.
Riverhead to fucking boat in Riverhead?
Yeah, for blues and bass. So.
Jesus.
Do you like fishing?
Good question, Jimmy.
I love fishing. I absolutely love it, but I like game fishing and things like that. You can catch a snapper off any beach. You don't need to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and get on a boat after drinking all night.
So you really don't want to go fishing tomorrow. You want to kind of sleep in and relax, right?
Yeah.
There you
Basically.
go.
And then just see how the afternoon goes. It's my last day. Then life is over.
The only boat I'd expect to see in Riverhead would be the Amistad. I didn't think Riverhead was much of a nautical town.
Hey, by the way, Brett, this is the email I got from Scott. Put out an announcement for aquatic visual candy for Brett. We'll be cruising out of Flanders Bay and headed up to East Hampton by late morning. if any listeners will be out on the water, we'll hook up with them, provided they have hotties on board.
Yeah, right? Because there's always hotties in the ocean.
Together? What the freak?
There's always hotties in the ocean when you're deep sea fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only guys with chicks in carpets and dumping them off the side. That's the only time I'm swimming at sea.
Right.
At 5
So,
o'clock.
hey, it sounds like the restaurant's busy. I hear a few phones ringing in the background.
Yeah, I think a lot of people ask if we're open to the public tonight, and I'm telling them, I got to get up early. I'll be out here go freaking fishing.
You are not going fishing.
So everyone have a drink on me in my honor as I'm getting my
Yeah, I know. Great. We need to make money, not give more of the bar away. Brother Elmo likes a snatch that he can put pigtails in. Dan from Kansas. David from the Bronx. When Brother Elmo goes down on a chick, it looks like he's giving an Ewok CPR. They're coming in like crazy.
He actually comes down and asks the girls about their box, how hairy it is, do they shave, do they trim. And once he starts getting involved with them, he convinces them not to trim again.
I got to sit down with Elmo and talk to him. He probably likes it because he can stand up Diet Dr. Peppers in her pubic hair. What's the matter with him? He's fucking out of his mind.
He loves his diet.
All he wants is a Dr. Pepper and a cunt that should have been around in 1840.
Yeah.
We got to fucking sit Elmo down and talk to him.
He likes it to look like a presidential candidate from 1820. Hope I got the year right.
Well, yeah.
Well, there was
a poor Elmo's sleeping. He has no idea, man, when he wakes up.
All the bashing he's going to get.
He likes Diet Dr. Pepper and hairy bushes.
God
There
bless.
you go.
That's awesome. I got to hit bricks.
Yeah, I would say no fishing, we'll just party.
Oh, everyone.
What time is the festivities tonight?
I guess around 8 things are supposed to start.
Yeah.
I got 10,000 things to do today. Try to get ready for the weekend, for Sunday. So.
For the big wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats, man. Best of luck.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I really am. Everyone's trying to talk me out of it, but I'm excited. Good girl.
No, this is Greg Hughes, the actor that plays Opie on the Opie
Oh,
Show.
well, we're seeing
My
that.
brother is marrying. My brother is marrying a wonderful girl. Carrie Lynn is awesome.
Very, very good.
Very
Congrats.
beautiful. And how hot is her mom?
Her mom's
This is Opie.
Oh,
this is Opie back on.
She's
Her mom looks like her older sister or something.
Yeah, that's the other deal once I saw her. Can I see your parents? All right, you're right.
You know what you ought to do tonight to get crazy? When I'm in a party and I want to get nuts, I wind up taking Eddie Murphy's "My Girl Wants to Party All the Time" and I crank it up and the fucking dance floor explodes.
Oh, well, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, it just gets nuts.
Go crazy.
The conga line, like, it's getting hot, hot, hot.
Oh, you got to do that, of course.
I mean, I know how to get people crazy.
Hey, was that restaurant haunted last night?
Yes. That's what they say. There's been there's a graveyard behind it. There's been many psychics there.
We can stay where we were, right? You're not going back there.
I'm never going back there. Ever.
Why?
Haunted?
I can't get into that, I guess. But it's a country house in Stony Brook.
Okay. And supposedly they hand out pamphlets. The waiter's a huge fan of this show, by the way. He chased me out into the parking lot. But they hand out pamphlets and
When you were chasing on the parking lot, was there a problem with the service, sir?
I didn't have to pay last night. Dick. You dick.
Sorry, we got to pay you, sir.
I can't tell you how brilliant that is. It was so brilliant, I had to explain it just so everyone can enjoy that one, Jimmy. Fuck you.
Chasing you on the Oh, what a scumbag. That's funny.
No, they hand out pamphlets talking about how this place is haunted or something.
Yeah, people use that gimmick at a bunch of places.
Yeah.
Get a real haunted place where you go to cut your steak open and a ghost fucking stabs you. Try that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what your return fucking customers are. Bunch of bullshit. All those hauntings.
All right, hold on a second. George on Long Island. George, what's up?
Hey, when Brother Elmo goes down on a chick, it looks like he's kissing Robin Williams on the knuckle.
Robin Williams
all right.
has very hairy hands.
Or on the mouth in Awakenings and Good Will Hunting.
Yes, in the movies where he's a dramatic actor.
Well, it said it looks like he's biting Robin Williams on the cheek. That was pretty
yes.
funny. Then he redid his line live. Max Dallas, what's up?
What's up, guys? I was wondering, does Brother Elmo get a boner at a ZZ Top concert?
Now you've gone too far.
That's a hairy bush.
Well, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I got his bricks.
I'm fascinated by this Rachel Ray bit.
What is she doing?
I don't know. They have an animal expert, I guess, with a box, and she reaches her hand in the box and has to feel around and see what kind of animal is in there.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about Brother Elmo.
No. Big hairy box.
All right, Brad, we'll see you tonight, all right?
All right, see you guys. Thanks.
F.H. Riley's, Huntington Village, 400 New York Avenue.
That a boy.
My brother's getting married.
Yep.
Elmo likes a vagina that looks like whack lip.
Oh, boy.
What happened?
You made my brother hang up, for
Sorry.
one. He
likes a pussy that looks like wax lips with... I forgot.
Oh, my God, Jimmy.
Holy shit. Oh, my God.
I know what I'm trying to say, but I...
Oh, you...
Back goes Griffey, looking up, and it's out of here! Or is it? No, it's off the wall. My mistake.
Can I take everyone inside the radio show? Yesterday, because I told you I was stuck in traffic for literally 3 hours to get to the rehearsal dinner that for my brother that we were just talking to. And I had the biggest douche chill moment listening to myself on the replay.
What would happen?
I was so confident about that Julia stillborn child line. I got everyone's attention in the room. I should tell everybody. I raised my hand. I made everyone stop. I'm like, oh, here's the showstopper.
No, tell me, I heard it this morning on the way in.
You did?
Yeah.
Why? Is that the promo? Those fuckers?
No, it was the actual show was being replayed.
And then I came up with Julia still child.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to crawl inside my own asshole.
It's a great place to hide.
You look like an armadillo.
No one expects you to be there.
I heard it on the replay. Oh my God, it was so uncomfortable for myself.
The worst
How
is
badly I bombed,
knowing that your chick too. Like when if you're calling your chick and the replay's on.
Oh, there's times I'll turn off the replay because I'm like,
you know something's coming up and you talk louder about something.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that! It's a gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she'll hear part of it like, hey, what time is that? She's a cunt. What did I miss? Nothing. It's talking about Margaret Thatcher.
Right. Oh, man, because I got everyone's attention. I mean, sometimes you just go with something real fast. You're not even really thinking. You bomb, whatever. But those times when you're stopping the entire show.
Like, here comes the punchline. Hold on.
You have the line, and then you fuck it up.
Like if I was trying to say, like, Elmo likes a pussy like wax
exactly.
lips with a tumbleweed on top of it.
Right, exactly, Jimmy.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
That'd have been good if I got off on the first 8 tries.
Bill from Waterford, Opie's brother gets a rod whenever Fidel Castro speaks.
Yes, we've been through the Castro.
Yeah. Tell Bill from Waterford to fucking get another dictator.
Yeah. Another bearded dictator.
Exactly.
All right. We got to leave early.
Sorry.
Line of the day time.
Line of the day. 2 runners up and one big win.
Yeah.
All right. Where's my sparkly unicorn? I'm feeling good.
Well, we were going to do Once Upon a Potty today, though.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, we were. Were is the... Oh, thank you. There's a little wow on Pal Talk.
All right, we could do it. We could do that next week.
Who's showing her tits? Oh, Flight Benefits? She's great.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Pat. Pat from Moonaki. Opie Crandon. Stand back, the radio host is going to make a funny.
Stand back. Oh, God. Jiminy Cricket.
Wow.
Yeah, we just watched that. Yeah. I like that. It's Friday. We get a nice wow like that. A standing wow too, where you see the midsection, the whole package.
Everything.
That's
See, Everest.
nice. Everest. Sometimes I'm a bad boy, yeah.
Sometimes I'm a bad boy.
Bad boy, yeah.
I just decided to upgrade my BlackBerry.
Oh,
and I decided to go with the double tap. Stupid, right?
What?
Let me see it. Is that the one with 2 letters on one? I like that one better. I think that's a little bit too.
Speaking of...
Oh, there we go.
Speaking of double D's. Double tap.
She has lovely tits.
Did I make a mistake, though, with the double tap?
I don't think so.
For my BlackBerry?
You should have went with the iPhone. They're
Sure.
$10 now.
It doesn't matter what you say. No one gets it anyway.
That iPhone thing's...
No, Steve has the ultimate phone. Steve, what is the phone that's going to kill the iPhone?
The iPhone...
The what?
The Tilt.
The Tilt.
What is the Tilt?
It's I don't know who makes it. I think it's I know it's going to be AT&T, whatever Singular was, but it runs on Windows Mobile and it's got faster internet speeds than your iPhone.
So if anything.
What?
Anything has faster.
Well, not yours in particular, but I meant iPhones in general because
No, I
it's
know.
a faster network.
The Tilt.
And it's got a hard keyboard too, which I like.
A hard keyboard.
Like the touch
Look at the screen is too
There it is.
small. It's
Tilt
like just
stinks.
stop
No,
with
it
your
doesn't.
Tilt.
It's the iPhone killer.
Tilt.
Yes, it is.
iPhone
The
killer.
fucking Tilt is a dud.
Let me tell you something about cell phones, people. It's a fad, all right?
Oh, wow.
Cell phones are a fad.
Oh, he's going to be switching back
Like
to
rock
stupid
and roll.
BlackBerry by Monday.
Let me tell you something.
Cell phones are a fad.
The Tilt is awful.
No, it's not.
No, there will be something. I heard Nokia has one that can compete with the iPhone.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Nokia probably does. My manager will have it if it does.
You know what? The second,
You know what I heard
third
about the
generation
iPhone?
iPhone is going to be amazing.
Remember when the iPhone, before it came out, I heard the iPhone was going to cure cancer. Now what? You can't even get on the internet fast. See what happens?
The iPhone, just wait. Second, third generation iPhone, it's going to be amazing.
Fucking Tilt is awful.
And the people that are bitching, I read so many posts on the message boards about the iPhone, and people are pissed off, and the fact that they're giving a $200 rebate now to people that bought the iPhone
100.
before, 100, because they're decreasing the price by, I think, 200. A bunch of people are mad, but people are like, hey, you paid for it early. A lot of people said don't get it when it first comes out, but you paid for it to be one of the people that had it first. So don't bitch about it.
And he's
that
giving
they
$100 back, which is actually cool. Most
I don't even know
companies
how
would
they're
never
doing
do
that. Like, you don't have a receipt. You just walk in, show them your iPhone, and go, look, I've had it on for like,
You could probably plug the fucking thing
a few
in.
days.
Blaine from South Carolina. My brother Elmo, yes, he does have a cell phone. And yes, it is a BlackBerry.
The BlackBerry. Oh, is he gonna catch shit tonight?
Oh my God!
That poor
he
motherfucker.
picked the wrong morning to sleep in. He can't defend himself.
He's gonna wake up and be like, "What happened?"
He rarely sleeps in. He's a night owl, and I guess last night was a long night.
You know what the funny thing will be? He'll ask you. It'll be like, "Did you mention something, or did you do a break on this?" Oh yeah, it was the entire show. We talked about your love of Harry Gash.
Let's go to Vince on Long Island.
Not even a passing little thought.
Oh, by the way, this is technically bonus show because a lot of people bitching because we were going to leave early, but now we're already 5 minutes later than when we wanted to leave.
Yeah, so shut it.
So now we're in bonus time now. So
Clam up.
So you could thank us any time because we were going to leave at 10:15. So actually, we're up to 12 minutes of bonus time here.
Elmo likes a pussy that looks like 2 thumbs on top of the big ragu's head.
Steve, you like the hairy bush?
No.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh.
How about without hair?
Yeah.
Vince, Long Island, what?
The country house is definitely haunted. If you looked at the front of the place, there's like a little girl as a ghost who looks out those top windows up there.
Yeah, where's
I
a
got
picture?
married there 10 years ago.
Where's a picture? If it happens all the time, where are the fucking pictures? Where's the video of carrying on a conversation with a ghost?
Guys, I got to.
Oh yes.
E-Rock, what did you just grab the mic?
Oh boy, hold on, Jimmy.
No, here's it going.
I got to put my grapefruit down so we can turn on E-Rock's mic. Yes, E-Rock. Go ahead.
I said Steve likes a headless bush.
Thanks, Jim.
I don't know.
Wait, you really thought he had you turn your mic on because he thought you had a good one?
of myself.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that.
I didn't know what is a headless bush.
What's a headless bush?
Steve always talks about decapitating women.
But
never mind.
It's not the bush, though. It's not the bush. He likes a headless bush, and E-Rock likes a punchline-less joke.
See, that's a funny joke.
Making the marriage plans there, E?
Oh.
That's a discussion happening this weekend.
Wow, you guys are moving forward fast, huh?
It's probably going to be a while, but...
Oh, boy. But the discussion starts this weekend.
Yeah.
And as per who?
As per her telling me that we need to start discussing this.
Get used to that, my friend. You get used to that. That whole telling thing. Just get used to it.
She's telling you
that this weekend we start to talk. Where are you going to register? We have to register. Where are you registering?
That I have no idea. I don't even...
Oh, my God. Obviously, a supermarket.
Travis, would you just start laughing at he has no idea?
No, we all laugh because we...
That fan had a funny line.
Oh, damn it. What was it?
Where he's registering, I said Penn Station.
Penn Station. Hey, that's where I got my ring.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think E-Rock, they'll probably go to a nice place. If she's picking it, I'm sure it'll be
better
than where he'd pick it. I have more faith in her ability to pick it.
You know what's scary? I go to Penn Station every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to deal with that horrific traffic. I don't see a jewelry store down there.
There was one when I went. I remember the front door smelled like piss.
Yeah.
It was great. It's this pissy smelling little diamond chip. Yeah.
This guy might have ended the Elmo bit. I'm not sure, though. PC from Virginia. Local hero. He's including in his email here. Elmo likes a pussy to resemble half a peach surrounded by Julius Irving's haircut circa 1978.
Tell that long-winded fucking idiot to never write again anything.
Oh, my ring did not say I heart New York on it. Would have been good if it did, though.
You know what Elmo likes? He likes a vagina to resemble an orangutan's asshole. Julius Irving's haircut circa 1971 when we got it. Circa. Anyone who writes circa in jokes?
Circa. E-Rock, please remove Harry Potter's dick from the Pal Talk cam.
Yeah, well,
thank you.
But you pissed him off. That's what he gets his...
I know, that's how he gets his revenge.
Right.
By pleasing himself with pictures.
Well, guys, now we really got to leave. We gave you 15 minutes.
Yeah, come on, we got to go.
And don't get confused. We really did, because we were going to leave at 10:15.
Yeah.
So now we gave you 15 minutes of bonus.
Because I remember at 9:15, Opie said, we give these fuckers an hour, and then I'm out.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, by these fuckers, we do mean you people listening.
You know what's going to suck? In another, I think, 4 weeks, we're going to find out if this merger goes through.
Yep.
And then, they're going to start paying attention to us again.
I know. Well, that's why we're doing this.
Fuck me.
That's why we're just kind of, as they say, calling it in.
Right.
Call it in. That was a damn funny show today.
Was it?
If I hear one goddamn bitch about it.
That's right.
All right.
Yes. Bush without a head. Just thought I'd say it. I want to see if it was funny when I said it.
A bush without a head?
Why don't we see what the line of the day thing is all about?
Oh, right. Anytime.
Here's a runner-up line of the day.
Yeah, what are you guys going out on the Elmo Fitzgerald tomorrow?
That was very funny.
But brother,
it's hauling pubic hair across Lake Michigan. That was a funny line, the Elmo Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
That was first runner-up. Second runner-up.
Oh.
Just in case the winning line of the day cannot fulfill its responsibility as the line of the day, the first runner-up will step up and be the line of the day. Or if there's nude pictures found of the winner.
Hey, Kelly Force, you know we didn't call it in today.
What?
She's a regular.
Kelly.
Kelly, stop.
Don't start. Don't make me use the C word.
Don't make us show you how we can call it a show.
Yeah.
We have done that in the past.
Oh, boy.
Next week, by the way, for some of the old listeners, E-Rock, where'd you find this? The Carol Miller shit.
Just dig into the archives and...
Have we played any Carol Miller shit on XM?
No.
None?
Oh, it's
in the
really
3 years
good.
we've been broadcasting?
No, none of it.
Oh,
from WNEW.
Dude, sometime next week we got the Carol Miller tapes. 1998.
We were reviewing.
1998.
98.
This is 9 years old.
It's off a cassette tape.
Oh my God! Wow,
Jesus,
amazing.
You want to give him a taste? I can't help myself.
Look at this now.
The first one.
We're going to be here till 11.
Just a taste.
Oh my God.
Just a taste.
You know, like we're supposed to be. I made it sound like, hey, come on. I'm going to put in some OT today.
Dude, we can't help ourselves.
All right, one little taste.
The Carol Miller tapes, when Aunt and I came to our hometown, basically, New York area, both from Long Island, whatever, but got to do New York radio at WNEW. Which was a legendary rock station.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much one of the first rock stations in America. Like, some of the guys were hanging out with the Beatles when they first landed in America. I mean, they go way back. Like, you're talking legendary.
It blew
legendary
in the 90s,
station.
Though. It fucking blew.
Right. And they hired Anthony and I from Boston after we got fired because they were ready to mix shit up.
Yep.
They were ready to get rid of the old and bring in the new.
Because the ratings were in the shitter.
But the problem was they were sort of ready to bring in the new and get rid of the old.
They didn't want to totally commit.
Right. They didn't want to commit. So they had Ed and I kind of talking a lot in afternoons. No one gave a shit. No one liked our show yet. They really didn't. They were like, who are these fucking assholes on this radio station that we grew up listening to? And then you had all the jocks that were at the radio station, some of them well over 20 years.
Yeah.
Well over. And I think Carol Miller, they looked at her as like the rookie because she was there 15 years.
Yeah.
15 fucking
she was
years
the
at
newcomer.
one station. Just playing records. So they were doing this, what was it called? The Evolution of Rock and Roll, where they went through all this crappy music for like a weekend or a week or something. And Aunt and I had to like play along with our dumb show, so we started like breaking the records on the air. We refused to play the next song, and management would come in yelling and screaming at us, and we're like, "What? You hired us to get a little crazy here?
Yeah.
Why are you getting pissed off?
Not just play the butt rock,
right?" And the newspapers wrote about it because it was this big thing. They were really impressed that they were doing the evolution of rock and roll. And your pals Opie and Anthony, with no fans whatsoever yet, just fucking destroyed their little program.
Yeah, we goofed on it.
And then the jocks started really, really getting pissed off, and Carol Miller came in to confront us live on our show. Is that a good setup?
Yes, perfect.
Very good.
That's pretty good? Okay. And this is from 1998. What you got to understand is, like, this is Aunt and I showing a lot of confidence with no ratings and no listeners.
And get ready to hear the high voice comments.
Are they a little high?
Your voice is a little high.
A little bit? Well, it's on.
By they, I mean yours.
Well, it's on. It's on cassette, though.
Yeah. See, it could have stretched.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, the tape stretched.
I'll listen because I'm not sure if my voice is high too. I think
Carol
it is.
Miller hates us. Here, plug in your headphones, Carol.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Carol is going to be representative of the people that appreciate this music and this special program, the Evolution of the Rock of New York, that has been put together here on WNEW. All right, so what problem did you have with us yesterday, Carol? Yeah.
You. I had a problem with you, the two of you.
What happened?
No,
what happened?
Just kidding.
She didn't like the fact that Anthony was playing the kazoo to all these great classic rock.
That's funny.
Yeah, that pissed them off. I was doing kazoo solos to all of their their stupid songs.
We were dicks, and they had this huge library that took over the whole studio. Right? We just remember. I think it was Rod Stewart baseball.
Oh,
we decided to break every Rod Stewart CD
because they made us play one of his what's his dopey song that he had in the 70s?
Do you think I'm sexy?
Yeah. Do you think I'm sexy? And so, like, in the middle of the song, not even, like, after maybe 10 seconds, Opie just stops the song and goes, "No, I refuse to play this."
Right, and management came in, and people People that were listening were thinking that management was in on this and that it was a bit. No, it wasn't. We were just complete assholes.
So we knew they would try to make us play it. So we played Rod Stewart baseball.
Yeah, well, we're like, all right, we'll play Rod Stewart baseball.
And we just got a real bat.
And just start smashing every Rod Stewart CD that was in the studio.
So we couldn't play any Rod Stewart.
And that was after we sat there for like 5 minutes. I remember this like it was yesterday, and I wouldn't push the button to start Do You Think I'm Sexy, and Ant wouldn't.
It's like, I'm not going to do this.
So we argued between ourselves, like, I ain't fucking doing it. He says, I'm not fucking doing it. And then I think we finally got the cleaning lady to start it. Because we wouldn't do it. Because, we would be called a fag for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And then finally, after just a minute or two, we said, fuck that, and we stopped the song and played Rod Stewart baseball. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we called it the air pollution of rock and roll.
All right, the evolution of rock and roll was the air pollution. Yeah.
Who was that, Snapman? Thanks, Snapman.
Wow, that's great.
She didn't like the fact that Anthony was playing the kazoo to all these great classic rock tunes.
I think they needed kazoo.
These cheesy, but old classic rock songs.
Yeah, how can we go from a week before we start this special goofing on but old rock, and then we go into but old rock, and we're supposed to act like we liked it?
Listen, first of all, it's a matter of opinion, but, a lot of this stuff, including the stuff that you were ranking on yesterday, I mean, I really dig this stuff. I was playing it for people. I was there.
People will dig this stuff.
And you know something?
Wait. I dig this stuff, too, when I heard it on NEW, but I don't want to hear it anymore. I want to move on. I want to move on to the future.
Yeah, well, I want to hear it. What do you want to hear? Third Eye, Meatball Blind?
No, I want to hear the latest from the Black Crowes. I want to hear the latest from Kiss.
Yeah. So?
The latest from the Rolling Stones. We can't play any of that this week because we have to play Marshall Crenshaw someday, some way.
Well, I think this is a good trip down, like a recent memory lane.
We've been doing that for 31 years.
31 years here at NEW.
This has been a classic rock station for many years. We've been going down memory lane.
You don't know.
Most of these people have every single one of these CDs at home. If they want to take a trip down memory lane, then they should play it at home.
You should go talk at home.
Oh, that hurts. Oh my God.
You're right, though. Dude, you're totally right.
Dude, it gets...
Oh, that's so funny. It gets brutal.
Right, how many listeners?
Oh, no, you said a taste.
What?
You said a taste.
I know where I'm going to stop this, though. I got to play it.
Oh, Christ.
Because she kind of got us there a little bit. You can tell. Because, like, the new us would be like, but back then, we're like, can't leave the listeners thinking she got us.
Oh, perish the thought.
All right, how many listeners did we gain today by going down memory lane playing Marshall Crenshaw someday, some way?
Marshall Crenshaw did a really nice Christmas concert for us.
Holy I don't care anymore.
People do.
This is the music that has gotten us to 23rd place.
No.
Yes, it is.
You know what's
For God's sake,
no, it
Carol.
isn't. If we played most of this music, we wouldn't be in 23rd.
Oh my God. You're on crack.
Carol.
I'm not on crack. There's a lot of...
Are you having a flashback? Did you do acid back in the 60s?
No, I wish I did.
Are you having a flashback? This is not the music that is going to get us into first place.
I hope people understand. We weren't helping our cause. The people listening weren't going, go Opie and Anthony. Yeah, this is what I think, too. We didn't have listeners yet.
We were brand new there. The only people that were listening to the station were people that did like the music.
Right.
So we were getting lambasted by the audience. They'd call up and go, shut up and play the music.
Right.
Stop goofing on it.
By the way, Elmo likes werewolf movies.
Likes werewolf pussy.
Right. This is where I'm going to play this clip, and that I promise.
Oh, Jesus!
This was great because I was begging her to resign. Such a dick. I'm such a dick.
That is a douche move.
She's been there for 15 years, and we're going to tell her what's right.
Just play it. It was a good clip, man.
All right.
Carol, take all these CDs. Look at them.
I'm looking at them.
I'll get a U-Haul truck. Take every single one of these CDs, resign, take those CDs, and you can play them wherever you want.
And we'll compete and see who ends up in the top 10 first.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. I'll make a deal with you.
What?
If I play my CDs for a month, and you yak for a month and play yours, I bet you go down to 25th.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know,
So. Oh, no.
I would like that bet.
No, listen, seriously, guys, I love you.
If you're brave enough, resign, take all the CDs, and trust me, there's so many radio stations in New York. Someone will pick you up.
Let me tell you all something.
You can take all these CDs and play them and see what happens.
I should trust you.
Yeah, trust me.
Why shouldn't you trust me?
Resign on the air right now. Carol Miller's going to resign.
Oh, kiss my ass, but you'd probably like it.
Come on, resign.
No. You resign on the air.
Resign on the air. We got to move forward here. Resign.
Yeah, we are.
Take all these CDs. I'll get the U-Haul truck and resign right now.
No,
waiting.
I resign myself to hopefully remaining in my seat, playing the best rock of the present, past, and future that I possibly can.
Is it only a coincidence?
WNEW, the Rock of New York.
The only people that are enjoying this is Carol, Scotzo, and Dave Herman.
She's not going to resign.
No, I'm not going to resign.
You can have all these CDs and resign.
No, you can have these microphones and resign.
You would have the best CD collection in the history of
wait.
mankind.
You know, actually, we do here at WNEW, and that's why we're playing it for you.
Oh my God! The company line.
This is my music, man. Don't mess with my music.
Yuck.
To mess with my music, WNEW.
This is what's
Man.
on radio right here. By the way, we will stop there. We're revving up, by the way, because next week on the show we'll play Carol Stuck in the Past, Carol buys Zone A Enemas, last successful ratings 1985.
Oh, I remember those.
Asking Carol to resign again, kicking Carol out, Carol returns, Carol's ratings, Carol the listener's friend, the challenge, and Carol cursing us out. Leading to the point where she wasn't allowed to make eye contact with us again. She had to wait in the mailroom.
Wait in the mailroom while we pass by to go into the studio, as per the program director. God, what a clusterfuck that was.
And I just mocked her to her face, saying
that was
WNEW over and over again to her face.
That was a great
all right.
Great welcome to New York.
I met her actually at 104.3 recently. I'd never met Carol Mills because I wasn't there back then, and she's sexy, man.
You like her, yeah?
Yeah, man. She looks good.
You know what? In the end, I'll say it on the show next week, too. I respected her just because she had the balls to confront
Actually,
us.
faces on it.
Yeah, because the rest of the guys at the time at that station also fucking hated our guts, but they hid and they would have
wrote little
secret
notes
meetings.
and put it where we were and hung it up on the bulletin board.
Right.
Shit like that.
They had faxes that they would hang up all over the studio. And
faggoty idiots.
And they went to, like, the union, and they were trying to get us fired. All sorts of dirty shit.
Who was the
behind
biggest
scenes.
cunt there to you?
Let's see.
Well,
personally,
what do you?
Oh God, damn! Yeah, I think it was
the one that sued us for a few mil.
You tried to.
Really?
Let's just say that.
Yeah, tried to.
Well, that was because he was going through a divorce, and his wife decided to call our show and announced that she was having a
yard sale,
a garage sale with all his shit.
And to me, it sounded like she may have been tipping the bottle a bit that day. And she called our show and said she was auctioning off all of his stuff.
And we went through his stuff, like, all right, what do you got? And she was talking about some great rock shit,
rock memorabilia and
autographs and old concert shirts.
Because he was a pretty successful morning guy, and
yeah,
in his
and we
day.
might have gave out the home address, and
yeah.
So,
are you friends with that person today?
No, the guy I hate the most is his old producer, who was like a double spy. Oh, this will all be in our book. I can't wait. That book's got to. We got to start writing.
Dude, without a doubt, you got to do it, man.
We had a douchebag. He doesn't. This guy was taping our conversations when we weren't on the air, when we were bad mouthing this person we're talking about with the wife at the garage sale. He was taping us saying shit about this guy, and they attempted to use it as evidence in this massive lawsuit that we were part of. And this guy would come in and say, hey man, you guys are cool. I'm so glad you're here. He tried to befriend us, but behind the scenes he was taping us secretly.
Ain't that great?
And the guy works at the other satellite company. He's a douche.
There's a bunch of douches in this business.
We better stop right there.
We ought to be douches and leave.
All right, we got another runner-up line of the day. Hit it. They give you...
yes, United gives a blankie, too.
Yeah, they give you blankets, but they're filled with semen!
How did that get done? That wasn't dirty.
Yeah.
To be filled with semen is not a sexual thing.
No.
It's a mouth or an asshole or a cunt. That's what the FCC says.
Exactly.
Only the XM audience heard that, but you know what? Doesn't matter who hears it.
As long as someone does.
Gold star.
Oh.
Did you get a unicorn for the other one, Ant?
No,
or was it Jimmy?
That was Jimmy.
Wasn't me.
I didn't get a unicorn.
Edmund
That was me.
Fitzgerald line, kiddo.
I did. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me put down my
Unicorn
my
sticker?
sparkly unicorn sticker. Here's one for me.
Here's your line of the day.
Let it be.
Here comes the line of the day, line of the day. Oh, if you've been shallow dicked by Master Poe in the parking lot, you should be allowed in.
Ush.
Line of the day.
Jimmy Norton, everybody.
Yep.
Hey, the best of my brother Brad, huh?
Yes, good luck, man.
Next time we talk, he'll be a married man, the owner of F.H. Riley's, and what the fuck, the doors are open tonight. Come on by and wish Brett the best. Please.
Unless, of course, you want to be some aquatic eye candy.
If you're a hottie.
A hottie?
That could be our aquatic eye candy.
Aquatic.
Fuck, dude.
Aquatic eye candy. Jesus.
Someone, you know that's going to be a name on a message board if it's not already. Aquatic eye candy.
Jesus.
Wow, this fucking BlackBerry is very, very small.
That's a little fella.
I don't like it. Give me my old one back.
All right.
All righty. That's it. See, I shut Pal Talk off. That means we're done.
Dude, how the fuck did we get to 10:50?
Oh, God, the Carol Miller thing and the lines of the day.
These fuckers have no idea.
God. Oh, nice stretch.
We gave these fuckers 35 extra minutes and they'll bitch all night.
Oh, just bitch. I say fuck them in their fuck holes.
Ooh.
Oh, shit, it's on. Oh, jeez, I didn't know it was on. Right, I'm out of here. Have a good weekend, everybody.
That old gag.
Tell
but are we
your
kidding?
brother I said congrats.
What?
And,
What?
Yes.
Where'd Jimmy go?
I went to take a shit. I'm done. I'm done with the show. Done. I will now be leaving. I must urinate.
E-Rock, are you going to the bachelor party tonight? Sure.
Ah. Uninvited.
Can you get on mic?
I love the eye roll. The E-Rock eye roll.
E-Rock, you end the show today, but like you should do something cool with it.
Do a good E-Rock thing. Oh, I got a pee-pee, Jimmy. Jimmy, I got a pee-pee.
Today?
I'd like it.
I'm going to turn off your board so you don't just hit the sound effect.
Hi, Than.
You did the intros for them? Let's do it now.
It's all you, buddy.
So,
Hey, up.
this concludes the Opie and Anthony show for this week.
Have you learned anything from us over the years? Would we ever end a show like that?
No.
Be a rock star.
Like
hit your head with a microphone or something. Do something dumb. Make Lee Abrams proud. Lee likes the unexpected.
I don't really know what to do.
Pour acid in your eye. Something. Play a foreplay where the fourth cut's always live.
So, hi, Than.
Oh my God! He's
It's
still
just-
fucking on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you still trying to figure it out?
fucking ponderous. He can't. He doesn't know what to say to get out of this. You want to do something unexpected? Is that it?
No, not
something
really.
Smart.
Bye.
Oh, great out.
Yeah, I turned off his board so he can't end the show. There you go, Eric.
This is an emergency broadcast. The unpleasant noise you are about to hear coming from your radio is not a mistake.
Opie and Anthony.